Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're going to be getting 120 Necromancy in this stream. So you can see I'm just doing some rituals. I have been for a little bit now. Just making sure the stream is all set up properly. It looks like it is. And so yeah, I have been doing some rituals. I did some rituals yesterday and got about 10 million XP. I'm level 118 Necromancy, so I need about 11 million XP to go. Should be able to get it under 3 hours. I can get over 4 million XP per hour doing this when I'm actually fully paying attention. So that is going to be the goal. Just to finish it off, I do want to try out some bossing with the 120 Necromancy. It's only like, I think, a 0.5% DPS increase, so it won't be too much, but it will be nice to get. Right. So how are you guys doing? Are you guys having a good double XP? Right. Oh, missing the defile. That's the best disturbance to get. Probably gonna miss it. Got it. 40k XP from that, so it's pretty great. So yeah, Waji, always wanted to get back on this game, but your old school RuneScape account precedes it, so it feels like a waste to leave OSRS. Yeah, I mean, OSRS, it's quite a grind. I've actually been playing old school a little bit recently, and I've been enjoying it. It's so much grindier than RuneScape 3, but it's kind of fun to play on the side. Yeah, 4 mil an hour. You can get 4 million XP per hour. So I have my XP tracker in the top left. I haven't been paying full attention, but I am able to get the 4 mil XP per hour. I'm doing the greater, let me just check, powerful communion. So that's the best communion. I'm using the powerful, what are they called? I'll go check right here in a minute. Will lower my XP per hour a bit by checking, but yeah, so I'm doing powerful communion. I am using powerful mementos. Basically what I'm doing is I'm using 3 attraction 3s. So you only get to use 4 alteration glyphs, 3 attraction 3s, including my cape, and then 1 speed 3. And that allows you to get about 4 million per hour on double XP. It's about 2 million off. One main thing that you want to have is the alteration necklace. So I made a video on that this past week. It's a brand new item. It increases the power of your alteration glyphs by 20%, so I can get over 700% soul attraction and also have a speed 3 glyph. How much XP per hour? You're getting 3.7 million at 110. So yeah, I'm getting just over 4 million when I'm not missing any of these disturbances or anything. But I am 118 Necromancy, so that's why I would be getting a bit more than your 3.7. What about Torsal and Incense Sticks? Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways to get some more XP per hour. I'm not getting all those boosts. I did hop onto a world with some other people using pulse cores. So I am getting that, well, 10% from pulse cores, 10% from the cinder cores. I also have my wisdom ore active. But yeah, if I did have like a clan avatar, that would be an extra 6%. If I had the Torsal Incense Sticks, that'd be a bit of extra XP, but I'm fine where I'm at. 4 million XP per hour is pretty good. Yeah, Necro is included in double XP RGT. It was just, the embargo just finished, I think, a month ago now. So you can now use, well, Treasure Hunter on Necromancy, but also double XP works on it, including the disturbances. I wasn't 100% sure it would work just because they give sort of XP lamp type rewards for XP, but they do work. So rituals work on double XP. Why speed though? You have 4 alteration glyphs. So I did some testing in my video. I found that having 1 speed glyph got you a bit more XP per hour. The only difference between the 4 alteration glyphs and 1 speed glyph or 4 alteration glyphs versus 3 alteration, 1 speed is I think you get 820% soul attraction with all alteration 3s. So you will get more defile events, which is great. But the rituals, I think they take about 80 ticks rather than the 67. And so overall my testing was a bit better using the 1 speed 3. It was basically the same, but maybe just slightly better. You just got, Cobra, you just got your 99 Necro and got your max cape back. Congrats. Yeah, Necro is a fun grind. It does take a little bit to get to level 90, but overall it's actually a fairly fast skill, especially with the ritual portion. It's, I guess, technically faster than any other combat skill. Yeah, the new necklaces, they are really good. Like, you have the Alteration necklace, which I think is the best, which is why I chose it. I also have a passing bracelet for the teleports. If you have the, I think, Ring of Imbuing, it helps with rune crafting. So there's some really good necklaces. I'm hoping that the Ring of Imbuing will actually lower the prices of runes, especially the necrotic runes. Just help a bit on PVM costs. Hey, welcome to the stream, KJ. Yeah, getting the 120 Necromancy. I guess the ultimate goal for my account, I want to get the Completionist Cape at some point. I don't think I'll ever get, 120 all or 200 mil all, but I think the Completionist Cape is actually a pretty obtainable goal. I just need a 120 Necromancy and then also Dungeoneering, which is maybe one of my least favorite skills. I have 109 right now. I have 39 million bonus XP, so that should help. I think the idea is maybe do Elite Dungeons for 120 Dungeoneering. I could do traditional Dungeoneering, but I just really don't enjoy it. But might have to a little bit. I guess I'll deal with that later on. There's also the 10% from the Premier artifact. I could try that. I do have it. I guess I wasn't sure if it's stacked on double XP or not, but likely would, I guess. Keep in mind you're getting 3.7 million XP with all buffs available. Okay, wise perk and everything. Yeah, you can definitely get a bit more XP per hour with all those buffs. But I guess I find it a bit of a pain just to get them all, so I'll just get my 4 million XP per hour. Looks like we're actually starting to get up there, almost up to 3.5 million. So once I get some of these inefficiencies out of the way, we'll reach that 4 million XP per hour. It's kind of crazy how fast it goes too. Like, I logged on, I was at 12 million XP, like, not even half an hour ago. Left until 120, and we're already down below 11 million. So it's going really fast. You wish they released the Valentine Scepter for Valentine's Day? Yeah, it sort of would make sense. But yeah, they didn't. They didn't really have any sort of Valentine's event or anything. They just had the Treasure Hunter promo, which, they love updating their Treasure Hunter. Yeah, you actually can buy the Valentine Scepter. I think it's with the double XP tokens. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It is fairly expensive, and there are charges to it, but you can buy it. I'm going to end up buying some of the skilling outfits I don't have with my double XP tokens. I have been doing, I did quite a few rituals yesterday as well, because overall, we got a tome there, that's great. Yeah, overall I was about 25 million XP away before when double XP started. I've only used about 8 hours so far. Now only 10 million away. But yeah, I haven't actually received a moonstone, which is the new gem released this week. You can get it from ritual disturbances, but I haven't got any yet. So it seems like they are quite rare. So yeah, you can buy the necklaces, the moonstone jewelry necklaces and everything in the G. You're saying it's worth about 5 million earlier today. Makes sense. I mean, everyone could have bought a moonstone for just 4,000 coins through the new guy that shows up every Wednesday. Forget his name, Thalmond, I think. Yeah, so definitely a good purchase if you are going to train Necromancy through rituals. You're going to go for the Master Quest cape after double XP. That's a good choice, Cobra. I'm going to have to go through a lot of quests as well. As you can see, my quest points only 301, so there's quite a few quests for me to complete for the Master Quest cape and then eventually the Completionist cape. So that's going to be quite a grind. And like I said, I have been playing a little bit of old school RuneScape as well on the side. Sort of been playing both. And I've been doing a lot of quests on there, and honestly I find it a lot more enjoyable, even though you have the run energy problem, no lodestones and things like that, but having the quest helper on old school is fantastic. Whereas RuneScape 3, I'm just following a video guide, which is a little bit more tedious. Dungeoneering is the most boring skill. You actually feel depressed with that skill. Yeah, that's... Dungeoneering, I mean, I kind of agree. I really don't like dungeoneering. I actually had an idea of training it. I thought you could actually convert these medium skill training dummies into the dungeoneering dummies. But if you look at it, you can't do it. You can only do those 4 skills, so... That kind of ruined my plans. I had like 50 of them stored up in my bank. I actually calculated I was gonna get like 115 dungeoneering with that. But I'll have to find another way. Probably elite dungeons, because the XP probably isn't as good as Daemonheim, but at least it's more fun and you make some money. Right. Another Defile Disturbance, 40k from that. You actually get some pretty good rewards from the disturbances as well. Like, I'm making, well, not much money, but I am making money doing these rituals and getting 4 million XP per hour. So that is kind of great. You're going to switch over to training Necro after 120 Herb. That's a pretty good idea, RGT. Yeah, Herblore was my last 120. I think I got it last double XP. I used the protein shakes with the protein packs, so I guess it was just more AFK that way, but Vuln Bombs would be the way to go. I think if I went back, I would have probably saved a lot of those proteins for probably rune crafting, actually. It's like, for some reason I want to get 120 rune crafting. I don't know. It's just a really awful skill, so I'm going to save up all my proteins for rune essences now. Protein essence. Okay, let's do this disturbance. Just lacking a bit, a little bit below 4 million XP per hour. You paid 60 mil? Oh, 60 mil, I paid 10 mil. Yeah, those Moonstone jewelries, they were really expensive when they first came out. Honestly, probably should have sold my Moonstone when I got it from the quest, but I don't know. Figured I may as well just get the jewelry. I wanted it. Made a video out of it. Yeah, selling those Moonstones would have been a good idea for some, because they're a lot cheaper now. I'm in world 4, so I'll just put that in the chat. Yeah, Quest Helper is the best. Oh, you did your tongue during the whole event? I actually was looking into that. I have to wait for the summer to do it, but I was trying to figure out the XP per hour from the Dungeoneering hole. It seemed a bit hard to calculate, but I think it was just a few 100,000 XP per hour, I think. I wanted to make like an AFK dungeoneering guide, which would only have a few methods. I'm gonna miss this disturbance a little bit. I had to drink some water. You still don't understand what this skill is. Well, Necromancy, you know, it's a combat skill, but it also has this skilling portion to it, which is kind of unique. So I really like the idea that they added rituals. The whole idea is that you get things from it. So right now I'm getting souls from my Well of Souls. I don't need any more. I have over 40,000 now. But, yeah, has the ritual portion for the skilling, and then it's just like any combat style, mix of magic and summoning. Yeah, I mean, I think Necromancy is probably one of my favorite skills, just because it's so diverse. I love that they have the 2 separate ways of training the skill. You can get amazing XP per hour from the rituals, but also AFK XP from combat. I'm actually, I'm a bit concerned about the combat beta. Like they're adjusting the critical strike damage, and I think that's gonna impact Necromancy. Like originally they were just working on the 3 combat styles, but I think it's gonna change. Like what they did is they added it so when you're level 90, your critical strike chance, or your critical strike damage, is 50%. Right now in Necromancy it's 60%. So I think they are going to sort of nerf Necromancy slightly, just the critical strike damage. Of course, it's still a work in progress, so we'll have to wait and see. But I wouldn't be surprised. You know, they're trying to make the original 3 combat styles a little bit stronger. Necromancy maybe a little bit weaker, just to balance it out. Lee, I am using, for alterations, I'm using 3 attractions. So I have 2 on here, I have 1 on my cape, and then I'm also using a speed 3. So that's getting me over 700% soul attraction, so I get quite a few of these defile disturbances, which are the best XP for rituals. I missed that one. Oh, we might fail this one. Oh, got lucky. 43k from that. That was great. So yeah, get some of those defiles, and then the speed actually speeds up the ritual by 15%, I think. So just makes me allowed to do a few more rituals per hour. I think it's only like 8 or 9 per hour more. Yeah, Fudge a Duck. That's a great name, by the way. Yeah, the versatility of training a Necro was a good one from Jagex. Yeah, I completely agree. It's just nice, you know. You don't even have to do combat with Necromancy. Like if you have a skiller account, which not many people do anymore, you could train Necromancy to 120 pretty easily with just rituals. So I do like that aspect of it. It's kind of cool that you need to do rituals too to upgrade your armor. I'm actually really interested in starting an Iron Man account at some point to go through Necromancy. I'm sort of waiting for the combat beta too, because I want to try that out on a new account. I think it will make the early levels a bit easier with the change to damage potential rather than damage accuracy. So I'm kind of interested in that. Is the powerful necroplasm not better than than powerful communion? They're basically the same. Really, the only difference is the XP you get at the end of the ritual. So I think technically doing powerful, necrotic runes or whatever, using the pure essence and everything, it gives a little bit more necromancy XP at the end of the ritual. If you look, I'm getting 6,600 necromancy XP with the with the necrotic essence, I think it's like 8,000 XP or something like that. So you might get slightly more XP per hour doing that, but it's not really much of a difference. Powerful communion. The reason why I'm doing it is it's just cheaper overall, honestly. You're debating doing rituals. You just don't know what ritual to do. So if you are, if you're over 90 necromancy, the best ritual to do, I think, is communion. So when you have 90 necromancy, you get the tier 3 ritual site, you get the 11 glyph spots. You'll want to do the powerful rituals. So you don't have to do powerful communion. You can do the one for the essence or the one for the necroplasm. But you'll want to do the powerful one. You'll also want to add some of the attraction glyphs. Make sure you're at least 500% soul attraction. I think 700% is optimal. That way you can click on all the disturbances. That's really where all the XP per hour is. Like this Defile event, it's like 43k. It's kind of annoying to get. Okay, we got that one, 40k. Still lost a buff, maybe. Sure. Yeah, so I would do the powerful rituals. They are definitely the best. Make sure you have the alteration necklace that just came out. Even just buy it on the Grand Exchange. I think someone said it was like 5 million coins. Definitely worth it if you're going to train necromancy, at least through rituals. The defiles sometimes reset without the smoke. Yeah, I've noticed that. So with the defiles, there's a bit of a bug. So normally you can see sort of the purple flickering on the defiles, and then you can click on them to continue it and not fail it. But every once in a while, they'll have one that's invisible. So you won't actually see the purple flickers, but you can actually hear it. So if you have sound on, you will be able to hear the... Yeah, so yeah, I can hear it there. Those invisible flickers. So I heard it there. That was an invisible one. And so I cannot miss it. So that's what I suggest. Make sure you have your audio on. Another way to do the defiles to not miss them is just click every tick. Every time you get some progress, click on it. It will slow it down slightly, but if you have a well, if you need to click, you did click, so you can do it that way as well. So there was another invisible one. Looks like I was getting one every tick. Yeah, those are so good. And they also have, I think, a 1 in 20 chance at getting these Necromancer's Tome of Experience. So when I use that, that'll be like 80k XP. I'm going to wait till I get to 119 first, just because I'll get slightly more XP. Almost up to the 4 mil per hour, and if I use these tomes, we're definitely at that pace. Yeah, so let's see. Where was I at in the chat? If you click on the smoke and one after the smoke, yeah, that, like I was saying, yeah, you can just click basically every tick to ensure you don't fail. Although the first smoke always would show, so that's a good idea to click, only start doing that once the first sort of purple smoke shows. Oh yeah, that's right. You should use like an overload if you have it to get higher level alteration glyphs. That's if you don't have them all unlocked. So if you're just level 90 necromancy, you'll want to boost to the higher level ones. So I'll just open up the skill guide after this defile. Okay, we got that one. Good. Yeah, so like you'll want alteration 3. So when do you get alteration 3? Attraction 3, I mean. So 107. So you can boost that. I'm not sure what level. Somewhere in the 90s. You could boost to that. Okay, so yeah, you have the alteration glyph. Alteration 3 glyph. You just don't like doing rituals. That's totally fair. There are like a lot of other ways to train necromancy through combat that's pretty great as well. I actually just made a guide on some of the best ways to AFK Necromancy. Basically, the last half of that video is doing armored phantoms, and without double XP, I was able to get about 1.2 million. So you get about 2.4 mil. It's AFK. It's combat. You actually make a bit of money. If you want to train invention, you can do that as well. So invention XP it's not doubled, but you get a 50% boost to that. So yeah, that's definitely a great option. That's level 119 Necromancy, so only one level to go. Actually increased combat level. Now 151. We're under 10 million XP. That's pretty good. I started this with about 12 mil. It's going pretty fast. And I'm getting 4 mil XP per hour. So that is pretty good. What's the best method for training? Yeah, armored phantoms are the best to train. Like, if you're looking for an AFK method and don't want to do rituals, armored phantoms all the way. Just need that platypus and everything. Steven, you're saying playing with Ara sounds is for crazy people. Oh, geez, that's kind of funny, but no, I like playing with sounds sometimes. Like, if I'm bossing, I kind of like playing with the sounds on. Like, if you're fighting Raksha, I think the music when you're fighting Raksha is fantastic. So I would play, when I'm doing that. And, right now I'm just listening to some chill necromancy music. I'm not sure if you guys can probably hear it, maybe a little bit. It's kind of nice. What do you mean RS sounds? Yeah, sometimes the RS sounds aren't that great. Lee Armstrong, you have a coin flip. If you want to hop over to the world and toss the coin, that would be great. An extra 2%, I'd take that. Looks like I do have a Rock of Resilience so far active. Yeah, it would increase my XP per hour slightly. So I would definitely take it if you're offering. I'm in World 4. Got another tome there, so that's great. And we're up over the 4 mil per hour. I'm kind of impressed that I'm able to do that while reading the chat. I guess I'm reading it kind of slow. What's my glyph setup? I'll type into the chat just so everyone knows. I'm gonna get another distraction here. But the glyph setup, I'm using Powerful Communion. And I am using 3 Attraction 3s and 1 Speed 3. So I'll just type it in. I'm using 3 Attraction 3 and 1 Speed 3. And if you guys can get more XP per hour, please let me know. Like, I did test out all the methods. So I tested out 4 Attraction 3 glyphs. But I did find that having the 1 speed glyph was better. Just slightly though, so. There is even the option to add protection glyphs, which is one that they just sort of reworked to actually make it worth using. It makes it a little bit more AFK, I think. That's what I heard. I haven't actually tested that one out. Hey, welcome, Lord Thomas Cerberus. I see you got channel membership. Really appreciate that. Appreciate your support. I guess, yeah, if any of you guys want channel membership, you can get that. I think if you have YouTube Premium, you can actually get it for free. I have a few different tiers there. Some pretty cool emotes and stuff. So, yeah, I really appreciate your support, Lord Thomas Cerberus. So where was I at? Yeah, at 91, you can use Extreme Necro. Okay. Your guides are getting me through these levels. I really, I think it's awesome that you're finding the guides helpful. I tried to put out a few Necromancy guides just before double XP, so that's why I sort of made the 2 guides this week. Probably gonna make a full Necromancy ritual guide. I don't think there is like a really in-depth one on YouTube, so I'm planning on working on one of those. rewards for all of the levels. But yeah, you know, really happy you guys finding those helpful. Okay, and Drillion D. You're saying, what is the best skill to train during double XP weekend? Fishing, woodcutting, or mining? That's a tough one. I mean, usually it's a viable skill, but you're asking between those 3 skills. I would choose woodcutting. Woodcutting is probably the slowest skill. It's not as AFK as mining can be. It's not as AFK as fishing can be. At least, you know, I just think of doing priff fishing. Like, that's sort of how I got to 99, and I was able to do that. You know, it's kind of completely AFK. So if you're not level 90 fishing, I would probably, you know, there's an argument for doing fishing, but yeah, so I would probably do woodcutting, but fishing would maybe be the second choice. Mining is pretty chill. They spoke about removing it, but never did. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. Oh, they thought of getting rid of the platypus method. Okay. I didn't actually know they were thinking about removing it, but if they are, and kind of would make sense if they are, may as well take advantage of it now, right? But even if they do take it away, I mean, Abyssal Bees, that's what I've been doing mainly, just because it's easier to set up, and I'm usually doing it on mobile. And you can get about 800k XP per hour, so 1.6 on double XP. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying those emotes, Lord Thomas. I thought they looked pretty cool when I was making them. I think there's some different colored emotes and stuff. You're currently doing the same ritual with the alteration necklace. XP is through the roof. The video, yeah, glad you found it helpful. You're probably getting 4 million XP per hour too, probably Jesus Rodriguez. I'm just over 4 million now. That's pretty great. I guess when I did my testing, I didn't factor in the 10% XP boosts from pulse cores and stuff, so that's awesome. Yeah, so mining and woodcutting are fast. Oh, Samuel, you're thinking woodcutting is fast? Because I don't think it is as much. I guess I haven't tested it in a while, at least since they reworked it, sort of. The woodcutting grove. Fishing, yeah, fishing is kind of slow too, I guess. With fishing too, you can do the giant oyster. That actually gives a ton of XP. Like, the only reason why I'm like level 107 fishing is just because once I got 99, I kept on doing the giant oyster. That's a ton of XP. Yeah, your alteration necklace guide helped me figure out what to do for my necro. You're working on 120. That's awesome. Yeah, I figured it would be helpful for some people, and I was going to do the same thing. You know, I was planning on doing rituals this weekend, so I thought it was good to, you know, test out all the different methods, find the best XP per hour. Woodcutting is fast with Ivy and Divine Use. With Ivy, it's pretty AFK. I think the best, well, I thought the best XP per hour was using Crystallize on Corrupted Magic Trees, maybe, or something like that. Something in Menaphos, I kind of forget. I even made a woodcutting guide, to be honest, but it's been a while ago. I heard a ding. Someone must have subscribed or became a member, so I appreciate that. What ritual am I doing? Yeah, Bryce. So I'm doing Powerful Communion. I should probably just have this being pinned in the chat somehow, but I'm doing Powerful Communion. I have the rituals for that, or the glyphs for that. Basically, you have 4 separate alteration glyphs you can use. I'm using 3 attraction 3s and 1 speed 3, including the Necromancy cape. You think if they haven't removed the method yet, it likely won't. I agree. Like, since the platypus method works for armored phantoms still, they'll probably just leave it. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of funny too and ridiculous that someone found that. So I think it's gonna stay. Got another Necromancer's Tome there, so that's great. Up to 4. And honestly, if you factor in these Necromancer Tomes with the XP per hour, I am well over 4 million per hour. I'll probably use them all at once, I'm not sure. Tempted to even train Necromancy past 120 just because it's so fast. I wonder why. Okay. How do you have the 3 times attraction 3s? Yeah, so Raven, the attraction 3s, so I have one here. And basically with the tier 3 ritual site, which you get at level 90 Necromancy, you have 11 glyph spots. 8 of them are being used just for the powerful communion ritual, which leaves 3 glyph spots. So I have attraction 3 here, attraction 3 here, and then speed 3. And then with the 99 Necromancy Cape, you get an extra alteration glyph. So that's how I have the 3. Moss Golems are a decent replacement to Phantoms. You're getting over 1 to 1.1 million. I did see, when I was researching the methods, I did see that Moss Golems were a pretty good method. I think it's a bit riskier. I think they can kill you. There was a bit of nuances to it, so I decided not to include it in the video, especially just because Phantoms are a bit better and easier, I would say. But yeah, Moss Golems are definitely a pretty good option. I mean, they do have the good drops as well, so pretty good option there. Shiva Gaming 101, the XP counter I'm using is Alt 1. So I have Alt 1 downloaded. If you can see up in the top right, sort of shows the shows Alt 1 toolkit right there. And I can just turn on and off the XP counter, which has been great for making skilling guides. Otherwise, you know, you'd have to use Rune Metrics, which costs money. Kind of ridiculous how it still costs money. But yeah, the only thing you need to get it set up is have the Rune Metrics tab open, because you can get, well, at least shows the XP and what you're getting, and so it actually, you know, captures that and adds it to the XP per hour counter. Let's see. Oh, another defile. You know, when I do get this 120 Necromancy, I am definitely going to be keepsaking the cape and using it for my Fashionscape. I do really like my 120 Slayer cape, but I think the Necromancy cape just looks so awesome. Okay, if you're tryhard woodcutting, it's like 700k XP per hour. Okay, yeah, there's definitely some pretty good methods. If that's 700k base XP per hour, that's awesome too. So I've been tempted to train woodcutting on double XP just because I figured it was slow, and woodcutting is one of my favorite skills. I mean, it's kind of boring, but it was my first 99 actually, so I'm kind of I don't know, woodcutting just has a special place in my heart, I guess. Thanks for the coin flip. Not sure who flipped that coin. Might not be any of you on stream, but great extra 2% XP. 4 mil an hour now. Yeah. So I'm getting about 4 mil XP per hour. And Bryce, you subbed. Thank you. Thank you so much. Some more emotes, like those emotes, Lord Thomas. You can see your member tag too. It's actually gonna, I think it changes every month that you're a member too. I have some different colors and stuff, so that's cool. I'm gonna try and promote the YouTube membership a bit more. I haven't really done that. So that's sort of the plan. Maybe add some more perks to it. Some previews to videos and things. Okay, we got the defile. I kind of have to listen really carefully when the defile comes up so I don't miss it. Do I know the XP per hour powerful necroplasm would be about? It would be the same. You're still using the same amount of glyphs, so you still have 4 alteration glyph spots. The XP per hour, or the XP for the ritual, I should say, I think is slightly different, but they're all so low that it doesn't really matter. Like for the powerful communion, I'm getting 6,000 necromancy XP, which is like nothing. You get that every minute or so. So, you know, I think the other ones might be slightly higher, like doing the necro runes, necro essence. I think that one gives you 8,000 necromancy XP for every ritual completed. So again, it might be a bit more XP per hour, but it's not significant at all. So this one's just cheaper, and I kind of like just stacking up these souls to 41,000. What are my main goals for 2024? That's a really good question, Proud Scott. Any plans on a full set skill guide since no major updates are planned for the year? Yeah, so I guess RS goals. One of my main goals is completionist cape. So I really want to get that. For the completionist cape, there's a lot of tasks or achievements that I need to complete. So that I haven't really looked into that too much. I just know that there's a pretty long list. And one of the bigger things I'd need for that is the Master Quest Cape. So I have 301 quest points. I think there's 450 now. So quite a few quests to complete. Also need 120 dungeoneering. So that's sort of my RuneScape goals, just completionist. I do want to just do some more bossing and stuff to get some better gear. Like, I actually have never bought the Fractured Staff of Armadil or really any magic gear. I have some sort of basic tier 90 magic gear. But that's something I'd like to do as well. I guess for the YouTube channel, yeah, I kind of want to make some skilling guides. Like I said earlier in the stream, I want to do a necromancy ritual guide, like a full one for all levels. And then eventually I might do a necromancy full 1 to 120 necromancy guide. Might do some skilling guides for some other skills. I've sort of thought about some different series, whether I do that on my main, like a PVM series on my main. Kind of interested in what you guys think, like if you'd be interested in a PVM series on my main account. Just, you know, doing bossing, trying to get maxed gear, sort of like a PVM completionist type series. I've also thought about starting an Iron Man, probably a hardcore Iron Man, and just continuing if I die. And then, you know, I think that would be a ton of fun. And I guess the third idea, you know, I have been playing a little bit of old school RuneScape. My channel is RuneScape 3, so I don't really know how I feel about making a full series on that. But I will be actually making just a video of me trying out old school RuneScape quite soon. So kind of interested to see, you know, how everyone feels about that and how it's received by you know, you guys. Yeah, so those are my goals, I guess. So my RuneScape goals, my YouTube goals. I do want to do one of those series, though. I think it would be a ton of fun. Might even actually do a completionist series, since I'm going to do that anyway. Okay, a lot of returning players seem stumped. Sure was at the end of the year. Yeah, there's a lot of... I mean, RuneScape, it seems to be at a sort of low point right now, actually, in terms of player count and everything. You know, there aren't really that many updates that are expected for 2024, so I would say it's in a bit of a slump period. But people always come back, especially when a new update's announced. There's going to be people coming back, so having some guides out to help them out is always great. Oops, I surged away from that defile. Hey, probably gonna miss this one actually, that would suck. Okay, got it. 41k XP. Okay, let's see, next comment. Oh, Raven, you're 94 necromancy. 568% soul attraction is pretty good for your 94 necro. You know, you're still gonna get those defiles if you're using powerful rituals, so that's great. Yeah, keep doing that. You're getting at least a few million XP per hour, which you're gonna get to 99 pretty fast at those rates. And yeah, Bryce, the Alt 1 toolkit, that's what I'm using for the XP per hour, you're right. Yeah, Alt 1 does have a lot of features. I haven't tried them all out, but they do. You only do divine use for double XP. Fishing was your first 99 back in the day. That's pretty good, Blue Moon. I think you could have used the keepsake keys on the untrimmed cape, but now you can't, which is too bad. And Bryce, you think the PVM completionist would be pretty sick? Yeah, that's good to know. I mean, I did actually do one of those series a year or two ago. It did okay. The first episode or first 2 episodes did quite well, but it kind of died down after that, and I wasn't playing much then. Let's do it. Yeah, Lord Thomas, you think of PVM completionist too? And Bryce, one goal should be getting those quests finished up. Yeah, it's a pretty big goal. Like, I really don't like quests in RuneScape, so it's gonna be a bit tough to get that done. What ritual and glyphs am I using? Wonder if I can just I'll put it in the chat. So I'm using and powerful communion. So yeah, using powerful communion and 3 attraction 3s, 1 speed 3. About 4 million XP per hour. How do I get my camera like that, Jeffrey? So what I'm doing is on the minigame tab, when you're doing a ritual, you can turn on fixed camera. So otherwise it'd be like this, which still works. Some people like it like this or prefer. But the camera moves, and so I find it a bit more difficult when dealing with the ritual disturbances. So yeah, I just turn on the fixed camera. Yeah, powerful communion. Alt 1 has a quest add-on now. I didn't know that, Bryce. What do you mean about quest add-on? It can't be like the quest helper on RuneLite for old school. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out Alt 1's sort of offerings, see what they have for quests. That'd be great. You know, really helpful. We need Necro Dummies and Necro Void Hood and Helm. I'm sure we will see some more Necro gear, and I could see a dummy maybe eventually, since we have them for the original combat styles. Let's get this Defile event. This is really where the XP's at. Love seeing that 40k XP go off. What is the best method from 81 to 90? You just upgraded to tier 80 gear. Well, always when training Necromancy, Tap Johnny, it's rituals. It's the best XP per hour. But if you're looking for a combat method, yeah, if you're looking for a combat method, I would say, I think I did Bound Skeletons. You might be able to do Abyssal Beasts or Abyssal Savages if you have the level. Even Abyssal Demons would be okay if you're looking for some AFK methods. Yeah, Bryce, quests are a chore. I'll definitely have to check out that Alt 1 quest add-on. Yeah, because I think I have over 100 quests to do, so that's gonna be a bit of a pain. And Proud Scott, you just hit 120 just before the embargo lift. Necro has been a great skill overall. Brought you back after a very long break and push you outside your comfort zone with gear tasks. Yeah, I mean, Necromancy, it has been... it's been fantastic. Like, it's just made combat a lot simpler. So I think a lot of people who have started to come back and do Necromancy, they've started to do just some PVM challenges. And they sort of make you do that with the quest line too. You have to do Hermod, then maybe when you get to 95, you can do Raziel, which is, you know, pretty tough boss to learn, honestly. Even the story mode, like in the quest, it's kind of difficult. So that's, yeah, Necromancy is just a great great skill overall for people to learn RuneScape 3 combat. You'll hopefully do that tomorrow for 120 Necromancy. Yeah, that's awesome. Good luck on the grind, Exotic Beat. And let's get that. Okay. And Proud Scott, you only hope 2024 brings the community back around. It seems Jagex has been tripping over themselves with stupid things the past bit. I suppose a game can never remain the same. Yeah. I mean, they did. People kind of overlook Necromancy in 2024. It's a fantastic update. Like, they did a great job. It's just that Hero Pass came out a month or two later and just sort of ruined all the momentum. So that really sucks. Hopefully they do, I don't know, not make that mistake again. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, yeah, Bryce, you'll find the link for me. Yeah, it might. I guess you said it's an add-on, so I probably have to add it on to Alt 1. It's not just in there by default. So yeah, there's probably a lot of really cool things you can add on to it. But a quest helper would be so good. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Jeffrey, you're using the fixed camera mode. Yeah, I find it so much easier. It'll probably help. Yeah, I was actually on, like, I have an Iron Man account. It's sort of always been free to play. Just because I kind of have that itch to play Iron Man, and I was just doing some free to play Necromancy, and I really am tempted to, like, start a new Iron Man, hardcore Iron Man, and, you know, turn it into a member account and make videos on it. I think that'd be a ton of fun. But I should probably complete all the quests on my main, and it'd be nice to get completionist first. You need some Torso Incense sticks for the free XP. I honestly, yeah, someone else mentioned that. It would definitely increase the XP. I could go to the G and get some. Personally, I've never actually used incense sticks, so let me just check the XP boost that you would get from them. Oh, a 2% XP boost. I mean, I guess I could. I don't know if it'd be worth it, really. 2% XP. I mean, yeah, it's good, but it doesn't make a huge difference. But if you're looking for the absolute best XP per hour, yeah, you'd want to use them for sure. There's the quest add-on link for Alt 1. I actually don't think you can post links in the chat. I think I probably have that disabled. But I'll definitely search it up at some point, or if you want to post it in my Discord, you can do that. Yeah, if any of you guys want to join my Discord, I think you can just do... Well, I think if I could spell Discord. Okay. I think that will send the link to my Discord. Just put it in the chat. Maybe it won't. Oh, you have some incense sticks for me. Oh, shoot. I didn't put my bank pin in. 1 second. Gonna have to finish this ritual first. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna quickly switch the screen so I can put my bank pin in. Okay, let's go back. All right. Thank you, sir. So okay. If you can tell me how to use these properly, because I probably will mess them up. Like, I think do you overload them? Is that what you do? Yeah, I'm not gonna use them yet. Because I think you overload them, right? To get the plus 2% boost. Okay, let's get this to file. I gotta concentrate a bit more on this. Okay, yeah, so overload them, then use the rest. Okay. overload, and then I just use them. Oh, and it increases the time. That's awesome. Thanks, man. Oh, and that's a full hour. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Where was I in the chat? Okay, I was at... Oh, have I done much PVM bossing with Necro yet? I've actually done a lot of bossing with Necro. Like if you look at Raziel, I've done 493 kills. So I've done quite a bit. Oh shoot, where is that one? Right there. Yeah, so my Raziel log is actually pretty good too. If we go to collections, so yeah, I've gotten an Omniguard, Soulbound Lantern, helmet, 2 robe bottoms. So I'm actually pretty close to getting the log. Actually, all the gear that I have is the gear that I obtained. So I'm sort of doing an Iron Man mode, sort of. I did buy some things, but... and... yeah, you enjoyed her mod pockets, was my first step into PVM. Yeah, I figured, you know, a lot of people, Hermod would be their first sort of boss that they have fought, and it does have some mechanics. It sort of tries to get you into bossing a little bit, and eventually, you know, maybe you have the courage to take up Raziel, even the story mode. It's great to sort of introduce people into combat. You honestly believe that the reason for the late updates compared in the past is due to the Hero Pass? I kind of agree with that, Exotic Beat. I think the Hero Pass, you know, just because they put out this roadmap, which was super exciting. They announced, you know, a major, what was it, major content update or something, which was Hero Pass, and it sort of made them hesitant on releasing another one maybe. Although you would think that they just, you know, would know not to do that now. Don't pose MTX as a major content update. Okay, there we go. But yeah, you never know. They probably had a lot planned out for 2024 with the other... That's true too, actually. That's definitely true. They definitely had a lot of other Hero Pass updates planned, and it sort of backfired. Personally, I kind of liked the Hero Pass once they removed all of the buffs and everything. It seemed fairly easy to get to 120 and all the cosmetics. It was really just free cosmetics, honestly. So I kind of liked that part of it. But I think because they removed all the ways that they made money, like buying bonds for it and everything, I think that that changed. Oh, thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships, Lord Thomas. That is awesome. Thank you so much. It looks like 20 of you guys are going to get memberships to the channel. That's awesome. That is huge. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's a great way to sort of start off my channel membership because I just sort of renewed it or updated it and everything. So yeah, thank you so much. Just spam the chat with gifted memberships. That is awesome. I really appreciate it. Man, what are your guys' goals this double XP? I just hear my just a dinging going off with all those channel memberships. That is so awesome. Thank you so much. Z, did you get one? I don't think you did. 20 of you guys got a gifted membership. And thank you, Exotic Beats, for putting that quote that I'm telling you guys that I've done the powerful communion with the 3 alteration, 1 speed, 3. Yeah, and overload. Yeah, thank you so much, Lord Thomas. I'm still getting that dinging with the 20 memberships. That's awesome. I tried to get it set up on stream so when someone gifts a membership or gets membership or even subscribes, that it pops up on the screen. So I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but I was trying to get that set up. And Bryce, any thoughts on the upcoming sell-off of Jagex RuneScape to CVC? I guess, you know, a lot of content creators made videos on it, and they had some opinions on how that sell to CVC will change the game. Personally, I kind of think it doesn't really matter. You know, any company that owns Jagex, they're gonna try and make as much money from the game as possible. And so for RuneScape 3, you know, they're still gonna try and add more MTX into the game. That's what's making the most money from RuneScape 3. I'd be a bit worried if I was an old school RuneScape player, just because it's maybe possible that they want to introduce it to old school. I kind of don't think that would ever happen, because that would, you know, so many people would cancel their memberships if they ever did that. But yeah, personally, I think it's a bit of a non-issue just because they were sold. Yeah, I just think that the new company is going to basically be doing the same thing. I do think that the reason why we got all these different treasure hunter promos, hero pass, and things like that is because they were looking to sell the company. So maybe we see a little bit less MTX in the near future, but you know, overall, I think the game's on the same path. Oh, and besides the Premier Club artifact gives 10% XP. I'll definitely go check that out. I'm getting a lot of dinging on my end. One of those things that I added. Are you guys hearing that dinging on stream too? And right after this ritual, I'm gonna go get that Premier artifact. I didn't realize it stacked with double XP, so definitely gonna be worth getting. Oh, and what XP am I at? I am at 7.4 million left, so I guess quite a bit left, but we're getting there. Okay, you guys are hearing it too. I'm thinking I might have to disable something, because I feel like someone's probably spamming subscribe or something like that. So I'll have to go do that. Yeah, so I can just disable it like that. I'll probably re-enable it pretty soon. And Premier Artifact should help. Okay, I'm pretty sure I don't have to wear it, right? Yeah, benefits, 10% XP for an hour. Let's do it. And the XP is going to be insane now. And I have all these tomes that I can just collect at once. Okay, Alright. The digging should stop. Getting a bit annoying if it's being spammed. Alright, maybe it didn't stop, but... yeah, so your Alt 1 XP meter only says NAN XP per hour. So yeah, Charles, you can fix that fairly easily. What you need to do is just go into the settings tab here. You'll see this pop up. And you want to search interface and just click on whatever skill you want. Basically, it's these right here. So hopefully that was able to help. get another defile. Let's see the XP drop from this. It was like 43k at most, and now it's 45. Nice. Oh yeah, and so you guys saw all the subscribe and everything on screen. Okay, good to know. I could disable it, but you just passed 100 million Hunter XP going for 120. That's awesome. Congrats, you're almost there, Pockets. There's about 4 million XP to go. That's great. Proud Scott, well, it's a channel. Yeah, that's true. Every game sort of has their own MTX nowadays. That is true. Yeah, RuneScape, they've sort of been adding, it seems like, a bit more MTX, but they've also been nerfing MTX as well. You know, with the whole augment nerf, you know, I think that's a pretty big nerf. They used to give a ton of proteins as well through Treasure Hunter, and now they give a lot less. Same with things like skilling dummies and whatnot, at least, you know, for skills that aren't combat skills. But I do think they are kind of nerfing Treasure Hunter a little bit. What world am I on, Bryce? I'm on world 3, so I'll just put that in the chat if any of you guys want to come. You guys are training Necromancy using rituals. I am in world 4, sorry. World 4. World 4. MTX is just a given nowadays, yeah. How often do double XP events pop up? So RuneScape does double XP once every quarter, so 4 times a year. So we have one in February, then one, I guess it would be June, July maybe? July. You can sort of check the wiki on all past dates, and they sort of hit the exact same time every year now. But yeah, 4 a year. And Z, what is causing the noise? It's sort of a notification that I added. So when someone subscribes or becomes a channel member, it creates a notification. But just because people can spam that, I'll probably end up disabling it. We have like 3 or 4 double XPs in the year. Yep. Oh, and Charles, you got the Alt 1 XP tracker to work. That's great. Yeah, I was having the same problem with it, honestly, so I was fooling around with it and got it to work. And Exotic Beat, well, the augment nerf, well, with the augment nerf, as mentioned before, they needed to make money because Hero Pass got removed. That's your theory. That's true, I think. Yeah, I think they just started to remove, you know, the ability to get free keys a little bit. That was the idea around it. And they were probably going to make a ton of money off Hero Pass. And they probably had a lot of time spent into, you know, future promos for Hero Pass and everything. Definitely likely. I do think they're having a bit of a problem with, you know, some of those players that used to buy bonds, used to buy keys and everything. They kind of stopped playing the game after Hero Pass. I think that's part of the reason why the price of bonds have gone up so much. Like, they're over 100 mil now. Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on with RuneScape. You know, a lot of it MTX. Why do I have so many appraisal codexes? Oh, these aren't actually appraisal codexes. They're necromancers' tomes for experience. So basically each one of these is 80,000 necromancy XP when I use it. So I will end up using them quite soon, especially while I have my premier artifact active. Oops. Okay, there we go. And Proud Scott, you think the removal of Hero Pass, like you said, the whole roadmap went to shambles? It seems like they need to reopen the communication with the community. Something they always struggle with. Yeah, totally agree. That was such a big mistake to... I don't know why they would pose that as a huge major content update. I mean, I think it was kind of nice without the buffs. You know, I like free cosmetics. They added some pretty cool cosmetics for some abilities, which was cool. But yeah, they totally shouldn't have added buffs to it and made it so you could buy levels, basically. Even after they told you couldn't. That was one of the major mistakes. Like, if they told you you could buy levels from the start, I think people wouldn't have been as mad. But yeah, it's kind of annoying that it seems like they just focus on MTX updates rather than actual content. Okay, go. Oh, we got another Necromancer tome. Honestly, I might end up filling my inventory with these. That's gonna be awesome. Bonds are up because of merching, you think? Could be. Yeah, there's a number of reasons why bonds could be up. Could someone clarify? I've went from 99 to 108 Necro with no Moonstone at max possible attraction. Is it just rare, or am I doing something wrong? So I guess you're talking about getting the Moonstone gems, like through the Disturbance rewards. They are definitely really rare. Like, I've been doing it, well, I guess for about, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours, let's say, over the past few days, and I haven't gotten any. In fact, I'll go check if I have any, because I'm not really paying attention to the rewards. So let's quickly check my ritual chest. Yeah, so I haven't gotten any. 13 mil in there, though. It's nice. So yeah, those Moonstones, they are really rare. We just have to give it a bit of time. Also, with the combat change, they need to make it right, and that's why a lot of resources are being used there. We just have to be patient for new content. Yeah, I agree with that. Although with the combat beta, it really seems like it's just Mod Sponge and Mod Jack, and I forget there's one other mod working on it. I'm sure there's a lot more, but they seem to be the main ones working on it. They did just release a new quest with some new jewelry, which was maybe a small update, but it was good. You know, happy with that. They didn't really have anything else in their sort of roadmap, but sometimes they're working on really big updates and they just don't want to announce it yet. Like, you know, obviously Necromancy was being worked on for quite a while before they announced it, and they announced it, I think, like 8 months in advance or something. So we could see something like that. And same thing with archaeology. I think that was announced, I can't quite remember, but it wasn't a full year. It was like maybe half a year before it came out, and so much time went into archaeology. So, you know, we could end up getting a pretty big content update that we just don't know about. And yeah, run out bonds are 100 mil now. So, well, I think they're around 90, but 90 to 100, but I think right now they're over 100. Could be a number of reasons for that. I personally think it's just less players buying the bonds with real money, so just lower supply. Thoughts on the Moonstone, on the rarity and how it is sold in a shop for 4K? So from Rituals, the Moonstone seems to be extremely rare. I haven't gotten one yet. You can get ghostly implings. I haven't seen any around. I didn't really look into that part, but anyway, the reward from the ghostly impling I think is quite rare as well. So overall, I think the rarity is pretty good. It seems like it's gonna be just a random reward from the shop. I think they should have sold it for more than 4K. I think that was a bit ridiculous selling it for 4K in that shop, because literally every player could buy one. If you had an alt, you could go buy a Moonstone, one per account. So I think I kind of like the idea of adding it to the shop, and I think it's going to be like the Traveling Merchant. Like, there might only be one Moonstone, one Wednesday where there is a Moonstone in a month or so. So it could even be rare from the shop, but I think it should have been sold for more than 4K. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what the rates are actually. And you saw a Reddit post that they were going for 115 mil. Oh, I didn't know bonds were up that much. 115 mil is crazy. I do know that some players that play old school, they actually, some of them play RuneScape 3 to make money to buy bonds or their old school account. You know, when I was playing old school for a little bit, there were some people saying that because we're talking about RuneScape 3, and they actually find it's easier to make money in RuneScape 3 for a bond than in old school RuneScape. Because in old school bonds are about 10, 11 mil. RuneScape 3, they're, well, 100 mil. But it makes sense if you can do something like Raziel, which is like 100 mil an hour on average if you do it over a long enough period. Remembering RuneScape Classic just remembers how far it's come. I've actually never played RuneScape Classic. I think I started... I don't know exactly when I started, I guess. Probably around 07. Probably around old school RuneScape, RuneScape 2 era. I remember playing RuneScape 2 a lot. And I ended up taking quite a break. I think I started playing again back in maybe 2016, 2017, something like that. I guess pretty seriously. Like my account wasn't even maxed back then, which wasn't that long ago, I guess. You know, 8 years ago maybe. And I've sort of been playing the game fairly consistently since. A few breaks now and again. It's double XP, and you can buy a bundle in the RuneScape shop. Oh, that's true. That's true, Prime Schizo. Yeah, they do have a double XP bundle, which can be bought for a bond. And yeah, there'd be some people trying to buy that with in-game money, which would increase the demand for it, for sure. Yeah, our XP per hour is actually not that bad, considering I feel like I'm missing some of these disturbances. We have 6.6 million XP until 120 Necromancy. So I'm actually halfway there since I started the stream. We're, I guess, just over an hour in. Right? Yeah. So I'm probably going to max Necromancy in another hour or two. I guess hour and a half, maybe? Something like that. Although I haven't used these Tomes of Experience, that's a big XP boost. And let's see, the Proud Scott, there's so much dead content. You personally would settle for old content reworks over new stuff for a while. Stuff like Castle Wars to be big again. I think it's really tough for them to, I guess, rework minigames and make them actually enjoyable. They'd have to get them good rewards, and they'd have to get a lot of people to do them. Like, yeah, I've been playing old school a little bit in my spare time, and I recently did Barbarian Assault like last month for the first time ever, and I was kind of surprised. Like, they have a Barbarian Assault world. There's maybe 100 people in there looking for groups. It's quite active, whereas in RuneScape 3, minigames are completely dead. And the reason for that is, you know, the rewards for the Barbarian Assault, they're actually really useful. But they're useful for certain players. Like the Fighter Torso, it's a mid-game reward. And so the reason why there's a lot of people playing it is because you're actually in the mid-game for a long time in old school. XP per hours are really low. And in RuneScape 3, they're not. So I think it's tough because, you know, if they offer a really good mid-game reward, well, it's probably not worth spending a few hours to obtain it when you could just spend a few hours with a worse gear set or something and just, you know, skip those levels. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I'm not sure how they would do that, but, you know, mini games can be fun, actually. It would be interesting to see them reworked a bit. You're training Necromancy at Elite Dungeons, so you can make some GP and level up Dungeoneering and Necromancy at the same time, and get a boss log. That's definitely a good idea. That's actually my second goal for double XP. First is 120 Necromancy. I then want to focus on Dungeoneering. It's my last skill to max. You know, get to 120. It's actual 120 skill. So last one I need for the Completionist Cape. I'm 109. I need a ton of experience to go, but 39 bonus XP. So I think the plan is to do elite dungeons for that XP. I'm not sure what the XP per hour will be, but it's, in my opinion, more enjoyable than regular dungeoneering. So that's going to be the plan. I think it's going to be, like, I've done quite a bit of Elite Dungeon 2. And I haven't quite learned solo Elite Dungeon 1. But I think it's probably pretty easy. So I think that's going to be my plan. Just a bunch of Elite Dungeon 1, get a bunch of money from the Ancient Scales, and train Necromancy, or train Dungeoneering. Also, getting the Dungeoneering tokens are pretty good too. You can actually sell them, sort of. You can buy either Vital Sparks, or there's some other reward that you can just directly sell on the Grand Exchange. That you can buy with those Dungeoneering tokens. I think it's like 30 GP per token. So I have over 1 million Dungeoneering tokens, so that's like 45 mil maybe in whatever this item is. I can't quite remember. So yeah, Dungeoneering tokens, they can be converted to GP. Maybe a future video idea. JX needs to bring back the Yak track. One of the main reasons to buy bonds. I didn't really participate in the Yak track much, but yeah, a lot of people enjoyed them. They did give XP boosts, which was maybe a bit controversial. It's a bit odd that they haven't, you know, since the Hero Pass is gone, they haven't added some sort of thing like that. But I guess personally, I'm not a big fan of battle passes or things like that. And what playlist do I listen to? Sorenzo, Santiago. So the playlist, I guess I can give you the playlist that I'm listening to now. Personally, I like this one more. We're just on the second playlist. So this was the playlist on stream. So I just put a link to the playlist that we were listening to on stream if you are interested. And I missed a bunch of disturbances while doing that. That sucks. And you think the hard part is that they pushed so many people away, turned it into soloscape, and the community feel is gone. If it was more like this with a chill atmosphere, many people would play the game. I agree, like, it does feel like it's soloscape, and part of that is just the worlds feel empty. One thing I noticed playing old school is that the worlds really aren't empty. There's people everywhere, there's people at the Grand Exchange. I think one thing they did, you know, they added the Grand Exchange where everyone used to be, and now you have these new players, that's where they go, right? They go to the Grand Exchange, but everyone, well, most people in RuneScape, they're maxed. They have Griftinus, at least, to go to for the Grand Exchange. They have the Max Guild. And so I guess the world has become so large that it's feeling quite empty sometimes. I mean, not right now. If you're on double XP doing rituals, ton of people running around, and it's sort of just, for some reason, it makes you feel pretty good seeing other people, you know, participating in the content with you. I do think one thing that would be really helpful, and I think WoW has this, World of Warcraft, is they have sort of like, I guess, boss or raid group inviter things. So like you can just put your name into a queue for people who are trying to find a group to do a certain raid in. I do think that that would be a pretty good idea to add in RuneScape 3. It just would make finding groups a lot easier. Of course, you'd find some people that, I don't know, maybe grief or whatnot. But I think that is a good idea. You can always put filters, so you need to be a certain combat level. You could even add some sort of reputation thing to it, but I don't know. I think some ranking system to help people, or matching system for bossing and raiding, would be a pretty good idea to add to the game. Yeah, back in the day, there was a lot of interaction between players, and not just at the GE or banks, but out in the game world. Before the G, it was amazing. Yeah, before the G, I remember that too. You were just standing around in Edgeville is where I did it, but I think people stood around in Falador as well. Maybe even the, West Varrock Bank. And they're just buying this, selling this. Like, I remember just typing, buying, Saradomin Godsword in the chat over and over and over. And people still do that on RuneScape 3 in World 2. You go to the Grand Exchange, there's people trying to sell things, avoid the Grand Exchange tax, scam people, It's sort of probably what most of it is now, is people trying to scam you, but yeah, I don't know. It was a different time for sure. If I'm going for comp, save dung tokens for ports reroll. I didn't know you could do that, actually. Yeah, I haven't done too much ports. That's a really good tip, Cybes. I'll definitely do that. I gotta look into all the tasks for comp a bit more closely. So, yeah, that's a really good tip. And Fury Owl, you just started RuneScape 3 last weekend. You're a 2K total old school main. I just got to do this ritual. You're having a lot of fun right now. So yeah, did you choose a RuneScape 3 main account or Iron Man? Kind of curious. Because if you're a main account, you're getting a ton of XP this weekend to start off, which is great. I think personally, I think that old school players, just because RuneScape has MTX, the XP rates are a lot faster. I think they tend to like the grind more, so I think Iron Man accounts in RuneScape 3 would appeal to them a lot. It appeals to me a lot. And so I think, if you have an Iron Man account, I think you'll really enjoy it. There's a lot of really fun content to do in RuneScape 3. Oh, your main account. Okay, yeah, that's good too. I mean, it makes things a lot easier. There's definitely a lot of boring grinds in Iron Man, because I've been looking into doing one, and you have to train, like right now, training agility, it's fairly easy as a main account. You can get your Silverhawk boots, and you can get your Silverhawk feathers, and just train agility passively, which is honestly what I'm doing right now. I have my Silverhawk boots. I'm getting 887 agility XP every minute. It's doubled on double XP. And yeah, you can get 99 agility from level 1 just passively while training other skills. Takes a long time, but you can do it. So helps you avoid some boring skills. Rune crafting would be another boring skill in my opinion for an Iron Man. Dungeoneering too, because or maybe you can do dungeoneering with other Iron Man accounts now. I think you can. In the past you weren't able to. But yeah, has its pros and cons for sure. So you were a Group Iron Man on Old School. Yeah, Group Iron Man is an interesting concept. I would definitely try it out on RuneScape 3 if they had it. You're not ready to see the game dwindle, Proud Scott? Yeah, it would be a really sad day to see RuneScape 3 sort of dwindle and the player count, drop. But I think there's just so many loyal players that I just don't think it will. And we do continue to get a few new players, which helps. But I think, I think RuneScape 3 has a long life to it still. Yeah, KJ, those Silverhawks are so OP. Is that how you got 200 mil? 200 mil agility, KJ? Because that's... I've sort of been thinking of these things. I never thought about training all these skills to 120 or 200 mil. But I started to think about it. So that's why I have my agility or my Silverhawk boots on. Yeah, I want to get 120 agility, or maybe I want to go for max XP someday. Oh, you just got 99 agility just 5 minutes ago. Congrats, Exotic. That's awesome. Yeah, the Silverhawks are so good. Not gonna lie, you enjoyed the 120 grind? For Necromancy, you mean, RGT? Because I'm kind of enjoying, this Necromancy grind. It's just because it's kind of fast. Like, you're getting so much XP per hour. Yeah, but 200 mil with Silverhawks would be so insane. That takes so long. But I don't know. I hate doing just agility courses. I guess Anachronia isn't too bad. Oh, Brawlers and Dummies. That's right. That's right. You can get the skill training dummies. Honestly, I probably have enough dummies in my bank for another 10, 20 mil agility XP. So yeah, that's definitely a good way to do it. Oh, congrats on 99 Necromancy, Charles. That is awesome. Oh, and you got 120 rune crafting. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, that is sort of a goal of mine. I'm gonna be saving up all my proteins for protein essence for 120 rune crafting. Right, let's just finish up this ritual. I'm just gonna take a quick break. Bathroom. I'll be right back. Right. So I think the plan now is I want to fill up my XP counter again. We'll get it back up to 4 million XP per hour. Then I'm going to use all of the tomes to see how high I can get this XP counter. Well, maybe I should go for a few more before doing that. I just think that would be so awesome to see it like at, I don't know, it'd be maybe 10 million XP per hour. I don't know if I could get it that high, but that would be pretty cool. Oh yeah, and the keys you had in December, yeah, that would really help the grind for some of those more boring skills. And you know, you've been away from RuneScape so long, you don't know where to start. When was the last time you played? Because there is definitely a lot of new things. Necromancy's definitely new to you then, maybe even archaeology. And thinking about it, like, I kind of take for granted all of the things I have done in this account. Like, I have, you know, a fair number of quests done. 120 archaeology was a pretty long grind. It provides a lot of really good relics for PVM and things like that. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of new content that has came out, and it would be a bit overwhelming coming back after, you know, a few years break. Hey, welcome Spencer Feathers, welcome to the stream. You were doing Necro with me, but saw it was Amlot Hour, so you switched to summoning. Well, that's a good option too. I've been thinking about doing a bit of summoning this double XP. Just because I was looking it up, and you can get like 25 million summoning XP per hour. That's probably what you're getting on Amlot Hour, right? There's probably a world with a bank deposit box. You're just selling your probably water talismans to the guy there, buying them back. Yeah, it's crazy how much XP per hour you can get on some of these methods at peak XP rates. Honestly, I have always been thinking about making a video about that. What is the, you know, most XP per hour you can get on some of these skills? I think that'd be just such a sick video, but it would be so difficult to make. Like for Necromancy, I guess it'd be 4 million, but you'd have to have all your extra boosts. I could maybe, I don't know, use the tomes, something like that. And Proud Scott, you think RuneScape as a whole still has a long life? More players will ensure that for sure. Yeah, I agree. It'll be interesting to see what they bring over the next few years. Yeah, I mean, they should still continue to come out with some pretty good updates. The last few years, it seems like they've came out with awesome updates. Like, I know there was sort of a drought period there for a while. Back in like, I don't know, well, when I was started as content creator, 2017, 2018, 2019, like I know they didn't release a boss for maybe a year or two, which was a pretty long time. But we had archaeology in 2020, you know, Raksha was in there. We had the whole Elder God Wars dungeon, which was an awesome update. Now Necromancy and 3 bosses along with that. One of them that I like, but you know, a lot of really good content in the last few years. The vast age range of players helps, as it allows a little taste for everyone, no matter the playstyle. I think engine improvements would be a big benefit. I definitely agree with that. Engine improvements would be awesome. I think if they could sort of fix the tick system a bit more, make movement a bit more responsive, which they did tease in RuneFest a few years ago, but I don't think they really started working on that. At least we'll finish it. But yeah, I mean, I think RuneScape's in a good spot. I think to last for a while. It is kind of sad seeing the player count at like, it's kind of near a low point. Like last time it was at this point was like 2019. KJ, yeah, I do have some protein logs. I have about 4,000 of them. I always have been using them on fire making. Like whenever I don't know what to do on double XP, I just grab some protein logs and burn them. And so I have 47 million fire making XP. It'll be a 120 eventually. Probably get a bit more fire making XP this double XP. What input have I selected for Powerful Communion? I'm using the powerful, what are they called? Oh, let me go check. Powerful mementos. I guess I gotta prepare them all. Yeah, powerful mementos. What is the best protein to use? So that's a bit debatable. I think, well, I just made a video on this. I think my conclusion was protein essence at level 90. Protein traps are also a really good option at level 88, I think. Whenever you can do Kakari and Jadinkos. I think it was like level 88. So protein traps and rune essence at level 90 is the best option. But you can, you know, it still makes sense to use it on some other options, like smithing's okay. Fire making I think is okay, actually. At least at a certain level it's okay. I guess protein planks might be okay. It makes it more AFK. Although now that we have Fort 4 and 3, there is a way to train construction AFK. Bonds are too expensive, and it makes some people quitting the game. Bonds were 65 mil a few months ago, now they're 100 mil. Yeah, they've gone up a ton, really. And I'm not really sure why. I guess, again, like I said earlier, I think it's just people buying less bonds with real money. Becca, you have 2.6 bill and don't know which combat style to invest in, and you're kind of tired of Necro. So you probably, yeah, so you don't want to use Necro. I guess ranged is extremely, I think it's the most expensive to get like best in slot gear. Melee kind of sucks right now, but I think it will be pretty good in or after the combat beta is released. But I think I'd probably go with Magic. If you're looking for a different combat style, I think Magic's the best one to go with. You can buy the Fracture Staff of Armadil. I think it's below 2 bill now. You might be able to get the Fracture Staff of Armadil and Crypt Bloom, honestly. Maybe not the full set, but 2.6 bills sounds about, you know, how much that would cost. And Spencer, that's insane. Yeah, you're not using the deposit box. I would probably try and hop to a world to see if they have one, if you wanted to do that. But I mean, 10 mil XP per hour is pretty good, but there is a way to probably get 20, 25 mil. Yeah, I was sort of looking that up. You can look it up on the wiki, I think, on the double XP page. And they have like the best methods for every skill, I think. I thought they said they wouldn't change ticks since they would have to rebalance literally everything. Yeah, I think they did too. I think what I was referring to there is in RuneFest, they sort of made the response time a bit faster and maybe the pathing a lot better. But yeah, I don't think they would ever be able to, you know, remove the tick system. I think if they did that, it would have to be a brand new game. And, you know, maybe RuneScape 4. But yeah, no, that's sort of a joke. I kind of think they won't do that, and I don't think they'll end up making RuneScape 4. I don't know. I don't really think so. You know, one thing that I didn't mention when someone asked about the whole sale to the new company, I think they were sort of teasing that, or saying that they might want to make it more accessible to players on different on consoles, basically. I think there's a possibility RuneScape gets developed for consoles, so that would be pretty cool, I think. It probably would increase the player base, although I thought that with mobile, and it really didn't. You can borrow pitch cans if you want. That'd be great, KJ. I didn't, honestly, I haven't looked into fire making much. I should look into what the pitch cans do and how much XP per hour it give, but that'd be awesome. Blue Moon, you love the dung hole. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my goal for, like, I'm gonna do that a lot in the summer, try and get my dungeoneering level up. Protein shakes are great for herb lore as it's such an expensive skill. Yeah, protein shakes are really good. I think Vuln Bombs are a fairly cheap way of training the skill. I think they're down quite a bit on double XP, which is a good time to buy them, but yeah, I actually did protein shakes, so I think they are a pretty good option too. What ritual am I doing, Kai? So I am doing Powerful Communion. And I have 3 attraction, 3 glyphs. One of them is in my skill cape, my 99 Necromancy skill cape, and I'm doing 1 speed 3. So doing that, I'm able to get around 4 million XP per hour. FSOA is 1.7 bill. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good price. That's like probably going to be the next item or big ticket item that I save up for. I think I need to buy things like the Reaver's Ring. I need to finish out my Necromancy set by perking it out fully. I actually need the first Necromancer body. But yeah, FSOA I think is a good option with your 2.6 bill. And then buy some Crypt Bloom too. Oh, and Seismic with Greater Conch. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be the best person to talk to about what best upgrade order for magic is, because I don't have magic gear. But yeah, Seismic Greater Conch is good too. World of Warcraft is getting a console port as per Microsoft announcement. I didn't know that. That's really interesting. It'll blow up WoW. Maybe Jagex will follow the path. I could see how it would increase the player count quite a bit. I mean, people would just see that it's available there and they'd try it, so I could see it. Although I do see, like, I don't know, people don't like paying this for like MMOs, like they don't like the subscription model. So I don't know, tough to say, but I would definitely, you should definitely increase the player count at least a little bit. But I guess, I think if I was Jagex, I would wait and see what WoW how that works for WoW, and then maybe decide. What do I think? What do you think I should train coming into the game now? So if you're brand new into the game, I would train Necromancy. It's a bit of a personal preference just because I really like combat, and Necromancy is the meta right now. It's also just a really fun skill to train, in my opinion. So I would train Necromancy. I'd also train Archaeology quite a bit. There's some really good relics, basically buffs that you can get with Necromancy. It's also, I guess it's more of an AFK type skill, but it's kind of fun. It's a bit weird, but it's kind of fun because you travel to all these different dig sites, you do the mysteries, and I found training the skill really fun. So I'd try out Necromancy, try out Archaeology. Yes, I guess those are the two main ones. Slayer, Slayer is always a fan favorite with most people. But if you're coming from old school, then I would try out those two because, you wouldn't have much experience with them. And does soul attraction over 500% even matter? So yeah, it does matter. There was a Reddit post of someone who gathered a bunch of data for these ritual disturbances based on 500% attraction, 610, and 700%, or I think 720%. And what he found was that at 500% attraction, you got the defile distraction about 10% of the time. Whereas with 700% attraction, which is this one right here, you got it, I think, 35% of the time. And this is the disturbance that gives the most XP by far. So, I missed it. I might miss this one. I missed it. That sucks. But yeah, so having 700% soul attraction will give you more XP per hour overall. Popular influences, such as yourself, play a vital role in keeping the game alive, letting random people find our unique niche of the game. Yeah, I agree. I think for me personally, and maybe some other RuneScape 3 content creators, I think it is important to produce content and you can get people excited about the game, give people tips and guides for the game. But I think having like a larger content creator that doesn't have a RuneScape 3 fan base would be pretty huge as well. Like I think back in 2017, Old School RuneScape had that. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the creator. I think his name's Penguin Zero or something. He's like 11 million subscribers, and he started streaming Old School RuneScape. And that's part of the reason why it started to blow up, is he was streaming it. He played RuneScape in the past when he was a lot younger and just was trying it, and it got a lot of people interested. So I think if we had a really large content creator that maybe knows of RuneScape but isn't playing it, they don't make videos on it, if they made a video on it, we definitely see an influx of players. But then, just RuneScape 3 content creators like myself, it is important to have content creators making content for the game and whatnot, just to keep it relevant, keep updating new information and everything. Oh yeah, that's right, Asmongold played some as well. I think he might still, he still talks about it. He talked about the Hero Pass not too long ago. So he still does sort of update players. He sort of does that for WoW and for RuneScape. I think even with Old School, because it's sort of it was at an all-time high with the recent leagues. But you have content creators like Settled, and so he comes up with these really insane series, and he reaches like top 10 in trending on YouTube. So he's getting a lot of people that watch his videos that don't play RuneScape, and maybe they end up trying it. I know, for me, I watch content creators, or I did in the past, that made videos on the game Rust. I didn't play Rust. I thought it was really cool what they were doing, the storylines they were making with it. So I ended up, getting the game and trying it out. So I think having, really high quality content that just interests players that don't play RuneScape. I think that is important too. That would really help bring players to the game. Oh, and Fury Owl, you're level 51 archaeology already before the double XP? That's awesome. How are you even finding this skill? If you're coming from old school, it'd be kind of interesting to know. There's definitely a lot of sort of lore around it and mysteries. Definitely a good skill to train. And what is the thing in the bottom corner of my inventory? Yeah, it is a Premier artifact. So if you have, I guess, Premier membership, Premier Club membership, I think that's what they call it, you get this Premier artifact, and it has a bit of benefits to it. Like if I click on it, you know, I can activate these different benefits. Right now I'm getting 10% XP, which reminds me, 12 minutes left of that. Only 4 minutes left of my Torsoul Incense. So after this ritual, I'm going to be using all these tomes and see how high we can get that. Although my XP is going to drop below 4 million, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, there it is. Dropped below 4 million. Oh yeah, this XP drop is going to be so good when I open all these tomes. I have 4.5 million XP left. Honestly, we're going to be down to less than an hour once I open these. So that's awesome. And do I have the Citadel boost off screen? I don't have the Citadel boost actually. That would that'd be an extra 6%. That would help. Kind of new to the clan, and so I haven't capped yet, and yeah, I don't have that. I'd have to figure out what world it'd be on and everything. Oh, and Fury Owl, you found Necromancy enjoyable coming in. That's awesome. I think it's a really well-made skill, so that's sort of why I was recommending it. Yeah, you probably enjoy Necromancy too then, because I think Necromancy was made really well. I like how you can get basically tier 90 gear yourself just through rituals and everything. Do I know how many double XP tokens players can get every hour? I don't, but I think you have a chance every minute or two to get 200. I don't think it's guaranteed, but every hour I think, yeah, it's tough to say. I would expect a few thousand double XP tokens. I know that I had very little going into this, and now I have 25,000. I've played about 9 hours. So yeah, I'd say maybe 2,000 to 3,000 double XP tokens per hour if I was to estimate. Okay, let's open them. 80,000 per tome. Oh, look at that XP counter. Oh yeah, look at that XP counter. Oh my god, I'm so close. I'm so close. No, I'm so close to 10 million. That would have been so cool. Oh well. We might be able to get there. Probably not, but... yeah, 3.3 million XP left. I literally just got, I think, over 1 million XP from those tomes. That was crazy. Right before the Torsoul Incense is about to run out. So less than 1 hour left, and I get 120 Necromancy. And the Proud Scott, you're saying an unfortunate double-edged sword is the MTX videos that some folks make. It spreads awareness but turns many away. Yeah, that's true. And the thing with those MTX videos, like, it's such a big topic in RuneScape that, you know, content creators, like, I even feel it, you feel the need to make content on it. Even if it's negative. I try not to make negative content. But, you know, sometimes I am a bit disappointed, and I would express that in the video. But you're definitely right. You know, it brings awareness to the game, but it also turns people away. So thinking to, like, Asmongold's Hero Pass video, it definitely brought awareness to the game, but it's like, why would you play this? Because, you know, he's kind of, I guess, you know, not talking about it in a good way. And Rory, What ritual and alteration glyphs are you running for that XP rate? So I'm running Powerful Communion. That's the one where you get the souls in the Well of Souls. The highest tier, using Powerful Mementos, although it really doesn't matter what memento you're using. And I have 3 attraction, 3 glyphs, and 1 speed glyph. Yeah, so that's what I'm running. Able to get about 4 mil XP per hour. I just used a ton of tomes for the 9 mil XP per hour, which just looks amazing. Wish I kind of waited for 1 more, but oh well. What ritual? Yeah, you can enter the Citadel portal from Prith. Okay, yeah. I guess I would check that out, but I'm pretty close to 120, so I'm fine. Furial, you're level 14 on that. I'm still trying to figure that all out. I would definitely say that Necromancy is a learning curve for sure. Like, it's kind of confusing. They tried to make the tutorials really good, and so I noticed on release, everyone wanted to train it super fast. They just skip through the tutorials. I tried to read it a little bit, and I found that really helpful. So you're level 14, I would suggest you read through the tutorials. You know, don't just skip over it. It really gives you some better insight on how to train the skill. You could also check out some guides on YouTube, though, that explain that. And if you have any questions, you can, you know, just ask them, and I can try and help out too. And Kai, you say Necro helped you out a lot. It's definitely a great combat skill. Got a lot of people into combat, which is fantastic. And it offers the skilling portion, which is, you know, really fun. Spencer, you capped today. Good job. Clam would really appreciate that. You got your 500% Zam solo with Necro, and you're stuck at 270 with Magic. Yeah, I got my 500% Zam, but it wasn't a solo, so that's kind of impressive actually. I'm still not that great with solo Zamrock. I think my best is like 50% Rage solo, 500% duo with KJ. Oh, let's get that one. 9.9. Yeah, I know, I was so close to the 10 mil. How do you get these tomes? So yeah, Bryce, the tomes, the Necromancy tomes, you get them through only through the Defile, what's it called? Distraction. Yeah, Necromancy Distraction. So this one right here. So I have a 1 in 20 chance at getting one of those tomes, which is 80k XP. So that's, again, why you want as many Defiles as you can get, why you want high soul attraction. Thanks for the congratulations, Mr. Money Tree. Yeah, we're just, well, I'm at, 3 million left, so under 1 hour, maybe 40 minutes or so, and I'll get 120 Necromancy. Then I might just end up doing a little bit of PVM, continue the stream for a little bit. Welcome to the stream, Jam the Ham. Just training some Necromancy, almost to 120. The whole combat is rough for me, coming from old school with most 99 combats. Yeah, the combat's so much different in RuneScape 3 compared to old school, so I definitely get that. Furiel. Yeah, it's definitely a lot different. But, you know, you'll get used to it, and I think with Necromancy, that's the one to go with if you're coming from old school, just because it's a lot easier to understand the abilities. They give the abilities to you just slower, so you actually have time to understand what the ability does, you know, which situations to use it in. So highly recommend, you know, starting with Necromancy. The one you would have waited for wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, it would have been so good to get 10. Oh, I'm actually almost up to 10 million. I didn't realize that. If I get a Defile here, well, it's dropping down, but anyway, it's, even if I don't get to 10 million, it would have been a cool little screenshot to have, but that's fine. If I had 24 hours in the power seat at Jagex, what would I personally change? That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Like, I completely understand why there's MTX in the game, and I kind of wish I could say, oh, I would get rid of MTX. But I don't know. The reality is, I don't know. It makes sense for them to keep it, right? And I do get the perspective on why it's might be good to have a way to sort of buy XP, just because it helps newer players reach the end game faster. It gives you the option to maybe spend some money and catch up to your friends rather than spending the hundreds or thousands of hours. But it also devalues, you know, XP in general and 99s in general. So I don't know. That's a bit tough. I guess personally, I'd like to make the beginner experience a lot better. I think there needs to be a bit more tutorials when the game starts, things like that. I'd like to see free weekends again. They did that in the past a long time ago. If you think of games like Rainbow Six Siege, they do that every once in a while. There's a free weekend where anyone can play the game. So I think they should have that. Just free weekends where all the free-to-play players can play member worlds. I think that would be pretty good. But yeah, I don't know what else I would change. I just keep on, you know, producing some good content. I like the idea of reworking some of the older dead content. I like the graphic changes that they're doing. Like, they just reworked Candor, and I think keep on doing that. It helps, you know, when newer players come into the game, they just walk into this older area and see that the graphics are atrocious. That's just not good for the game. So yeah, I guess I'd do that. Oh, and Furial, your skills are popping. Yeah, RuneScape 3 XP is so much faster than old school, so you're probably noticing that for sure. Nice thing too is that you're, like, if you have membership on old school, you have membership on RuneScape 3 too. That's something I really like. Like, you don't have to buy membership for both games. So even if you have two accounts, like if I have an alt and they both have membership, you basically have, well, 2 RuneScape 3 member accounts, 2 old school member accounts. So I like that part of it. Invoke Death is GOAT for Necro. I definitely agree, especially on that last Zami phase, Kai. Invoke Death is huge. Okay, there's a defile done. And Furia, how do I get the trackers up? So this tracker here, Furial, I got it up through Alt1 Toolkit. So it's basically, if you think of RuneLite, it's a similar thing. It's not as good, but you have to download it. So just look up Alt1 Toolkit, download it. It will automatically go into your RuneScape when you open it. And you can just, we can go into the settings here and just open whatever you want. So I have the, well, I guess it's open. I have the XP tracker open. Oh, and there's the 9 million XP gone. Sad. I didn't get any more Necromancer tomes. But 2.7 left until 120. And Ron Zerker, you literally just started a new character a few hours ago. Should you worry about double XP? It's also free to play at the moment. That's a tough one. I guess if you... So on free to play, you're getting 1.2 times XP. So you do get a little bit of a benefit. I think if I were you, I would probably try and just do some quests, maybe some early game stuff. I'd play free to play for a little bit. I don't know. There isn't really anything that would, like, you can't do any of the higher level methods that give you a lot of XP. And the early game's pretty fast anyway, so I'd say you're probably safe with sticking to free to play. Although if you're planning on just becoming a member soon, you know, maybe it makes sense to just do it now. Take advantage of double XP. I guess that one's tough, bit of a personal decision. Kai, one thing to change. How about making the base overload, the black one, tradable? Yeah, you know, just because they added elder overloads and whatnot, I do think making the base overload tradable might make sense. I don't know. The reason why it's not tradable is because you need 96 herb lore to do it. You know, if it was tradable, I guess then you would need a higher level herb lord to make elder overloads, but you could buy just regular overloads. So it sort of devalued training herb lore a bit. Yeah, that one might be a good change though, just because they have stronger overloads now. Your Necro is so far ahead of smithing, crafting, defense, and other skills to unlock gears. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're training Necromancy early game, like, you're gonna have a pretty high Necromancy level, especially if you're doing rituals, and you might have a really low defense and Constitution level, which should be kind of weird. 119 Herb, congrats RGT, you're almost to 120. Why is the Scripture of When so cheap right now? It was 180 mil, now it's at 40 mil. The Scripture of When hasn't been used as much as some other ones, so that's probably why it's a bit cheaper. Like I know the Jazz book, it's a lot more expensive now because it's best with Necromancy, whereas Book of When isn't. So it's really just being used a bit less. That's why it's at 40 mil. I don't think there has been, like, you know, extra people doing the Arc Lacer or anything. And yeah, if you're out, I just had 10 mil XP per hour. I opened all the tomes, so you get these tomes, basically just books that you can open. They give you, or give me 80,000 XP when I open them. So I opened them all at once, which just spiked my XP counter. Normally it's, you know, the 4 mil. Yeah, it's faster, but you're still a noob even for max. So yeah, that's that whole debate with, you know, should you get membership on double XP? You know a ton of max people who still suck at the game. I guess it sort of depends. I mean, some people just prefer training the skills, and I'm actually one of them. I do enjoy just watching number go up, right? Like, it's fun training these skills. At least some of them. Some of them kind of suck, looking at Dungeoneering. But I do also really like PVM, and so, you know, people who are really good at PVM, they might say something like that. Oh, I hit 10 million? Thank you so much, Silly Network. I'm actually going to review the VOD and screenshot that. I didn't even know I hit 10 mil XP per hour. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to get a screenshot of that. That could be a thumbnail maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm going to make a little progress video. It's a video I don't usually make. But I might do a progress video of, you know, my double XP and everything. And so yeah, I'll go back on the VOD and check that out. Congrats on 96 Necro Blue Moon. That's awesome. Almost to 99. Actually, you're probably really close because if you're doing rituals, you can get a ton of XP. I think you mentioned earlier you were like 91 or something, so you're doing pretty well. There we go. Another double XP spirit. Up to 26,000 double XP tokens. One tip for anyone looking at Alt1 Toolkit, if you use an incense UI, scale it. Won't work for some aspect of it, such as clue solvers. Just swap back to 100%. Yeah, I did use Alt1 for a clue solver, and that was really helpful. So if you are into clues, Alt1 is definitely worth getting. But yeah, good tip, Proud Scott. Go. Got you. This account is for questing. I want to pay attention to the lore this time around. Yeah, I mean, the lore in RuneScape is really interesting, and I think Pride Slayer on YouTube, he just released a video. I guess it was a pretty big lore video. I don't really follow it that much, but if you're into lore, you could check it out. I think it was like the lore around, I don't know, the Black Hand or something like that. But yeah, it is really interesting. There's a lot of lore in this game, and you know, if you like lore, archaeology is definitely the skill for you. Anyone knows if I can use the same Jagex account to launch 2 characters? So when you have your Jagex account, you can link multiple accounts. So I think that's what you mean. Like, you can create multiple accounts on the same Jagex account. And yes, Yes, you can. You can launch multiple characters. Yeah, I've done that. So I know what you're talking. You can launch 2 characters easily. You bought a book of jazz when you left a few years ago for 16 mil. That is awesome. Yeah, now it's super expensive. It was up over 200 mil when Raziel was, you know, first out. But the pages are so expensive and you can't use it now. Yeah, the pages have gone up a ton too. I think the pages are almost 1 mil each, which is crazy. Manuscripts of Bic are like 9 mil per page. Oh, right, yeah. Manuscripts of Bic are insane. Not many people do Croesus, I don't think. Partly because it's a group boss, and group bosses just are done less. But they are thinking of scaling it down to solo. So basically it has less HP, faster kill on solo. I think that's a great change. It'll definitely help lower the price of the Manuscripts of Bic. And everything to create an alt for money making, but not sure what is good. Yeah, an alt for money making, it's kind of tough. I mean, back when Necromancy first came out, you could actually do, what was it? Lesser Necroplasm for a money maker, which was pretty good. It was free to play. You can make a ton of money off of that. I actually did it for a bit. But now it's not much XP, or not much GB per hour. You kind of need a pretty high level account to unlock some pretty good methods on an alt account. Like, I guess when I was training Necromancy through Abyssal Demons, like if you have a pretty high Necromancy and Slayer level, you could do that on an alt maybe, which is like 7 mil per hour, something like that. Yeah, I have lots of AFK guides. I can't think of all the money-making methods that I have on them, but there are some good ones. I just hit 130 mil Herblore. Congrats, Joshua. That's awesome. Must be going for 120. It'll be a bit of a grind. And Furial, you're just about to start training Necro right now from level 14. Yeah, so you're probably going to train it up pretty fast. It's going to be pretty fun on double XP, so I definitely enjoy the grind, watching those levels go up. It's always just so addicting watching your skills go up, so that is awesome. Thomas Webb, is it faster to do rituals over AFKing Abyss for 91 to 99 Necro? Yes, rituals I think are always faster, especially like starting in the mid game. Maybe the early game it's not, but yeah, at 90 Necro and above, rituals are always faster than AFK methods, I'm pretty sure. You'd rather grind Skeleton Warriors for Necro, but I need those these souls. No Alt 1 for mobile. Yeah, there's no Alt 1 for mobile. Yeah, I don't really use Alt 1 that much, but it would be nice. Still, just like an old school, there's no no Rune Light for mobile. I guess, yeah, if you wanted it for mobile, you'd probably have to get, you know, Jagex's version, Rune Metrics. Yeah, Rituals is faster, 91 to 99. Also, use Extreme Necropots for the multiply 3 glyphs. Yeah, huge tip. Use either Overloads or Extreme Necropots to get your Necromancy level up, so you can use the higher level glyphs. If you're going for XP, Attraction glyphs are probably better, especially if it can get you to 500% soul attraction. But yeah, multiply 3 is good too. Speed's good too. If so, which rituals? You have all the hogs unlocked. Yeah, all the glyph spots unlocked. So if you're at 90, I guess what level did you say you were at, Thomas? Well, I guess you're at 90 at least, or 91. Okay. So I forget how much the Extreme Necro Potion boosts you, but I would try to get to 107. I'm not sure if you can. If not, I would end up using probably Speed 3s. Or Protection. So I think I tried to get to Soul Attraction 500 basically, and I'm not sure if you can do that, honestly. Yeah, if you can boost to 107, you'd want to use 3 Attraction 3s and 1 Speed. If you can't boost to 107, I'd probably end up using maybe... I don't know, I'd have to do the calculations, I guess. Definitely some speeds and maybe even an attraction too. As long as you can get to 500% soul attraction, then you're getting pretty good XP per hour. And make sure you are using the alteration necklace, that's huge. And Ron Zerker, you just kill frost dragons for money? Yeah, that's a good money maker. I guess the idea is you'd probably want like an anti-fire active. If you have the bone crusher, automatically picking up bones, you need 85 dungeoneering on your alt. So there are some requirements, but that's definitely a great money maker. I might not be super AFK, but yeah, pretty good. Yeah, higher Slayer level is also decent. Yeah, a lot of the Slayer creatures you can AFK, either in the wilderness or with aggression potions. So they're pretty good options. JF, you just got all 5 pieces from the Shark Elite outfit. What else would you go through in the token shop? So there's actually been a lot of posts on Reddit talking about the best things to go for. Personally, I mean, I just listened to them. They've done a ton of research on it. I have heard that the Black Ibis outfit is one to go for sure. It's extremely hard to get in the game otherwise, so use your tokens on that. I'm definitely going to get the Abyss mask. So it's the Slayer mask for the Abyssal creatures. You can get an Abyssal Beast task if you use it on a Slayer master, if you don't have a task already. It's like 1500 double XP tokens. So yeah, those 2 things, Black Ibis outfit and the Abyss mask. 2 things I would definitely get. And any other Slayer mask if you want to end up doing those tasks. Aside from that, I don't know, the post on Reddit I guess said some other skilling outfits were pretty good. He said the rune crafting one wasn't maybe one to go for, but it is pretty good. Could do that. Yeah, I don't know. I just check on Reddit. It's probably one of the more liked posts. And if you want a more detailed answer, but I do know the Black Ibis outfit and the Abyss Slayer mask. Lava Strike Worms are insane money, even now when ashes are at their lowest. Yeah, Lava Strike Worms, they've like always been one of my favorite money-making methods, and now that the wilderness is, well, you don't have to opt into PvP, basically no one does, it's just so much better or easier. And yeah, the ashes are a lot lower than they used to be at least, but it's still great money. Like I think it's, I don't know, close to 10 mil per hour. It's not really an AFK method, but it's definitely a fun one, I think. So that just goes into just training Slayer, I think, though. Like, if you're just training Slayer, you're going to end up getting some pretty good tasks to make money from. Oh, and Kiev, you killed a bunch when they were 100k. Yeah, that's huge. Like, you made so much money doing that. I actually made a video. I think I killed 1,000? I think I killed 1,000 Abyssal, or 1,000 Lava Strike Worms a long time ago. I made a loot video on it. And yeah, it's just been one of my favorites. No one does Crosis because Grip Bloom is not as good as Necro. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Grip Bloom's probably decreased in price quite a bit. Although now that people aren't doing Crosis as much, maybe not. Yeah, that's definitely fair. I think they will scale it to solo, so there will be more people doing Crosis. I think that it would be a huge update thing to add to the game. And John, you're loving AFK Savages for Necro? Yeah, I started doing Abyssal Savages a bit. I kind of felt like Abyssal Beasts was a bit more. But yeah, it's still really great. Like 800k XP per hour is what I was getting. But yeah, they're great tasks. Still make some pretty good GP per hour. Darkness does not stack with Animate Dead. So yeah, it doesn't. You have to pick one or the other. And Keith, there goes your aspirations of hard mode suck. Yeah, I mean, if it did stack, that would be awesome. That would help so much. I've actually, I haven't been able to do hard mode suck. I haven't spent too much time learning it, but that is one of my goals as well. And Steve, yeah, Necromancy is double XP this event. So yeah, if you're level 1 and you want to train Necromancy, you get some pretty fast gains for sure. Okay, let's check and see. Yeah, 1.7 mil to go. I am really close. When training combat side of Necromancy, what gear should one wear? So right now, well, you can get Necromancy gear. I guess you're probably pretty new to the game, Fury Owl, so you wouldn't have things like Ghost Hunter equipment or things like that. For boots, best in slot is the Silverhawk boots. Fun fact, it's the only sort of hybrid boot in the game that offers a bonus to all styles. So Silverhawk boots can be just obtained for free in the marketplace, which is in here. So yeah, you can do that. And yeah, the soul attraction looks yummy. Yeah, 748. So yeah, you get 748% at attraction, 3 attraction 3s and 1 speed 3. If you have 4 attraction 3s, you can get the soul attraction up to 820%. And so that would be another good option too, honestly. You just get a few more defiles per hour. But the ritual takes a little bit longer, so that's why I'm not doing it that way. Nope, Rope, you lamped Necro from 1 to 99. Well, it's a way to do it, but I think Necro's just a fun skill, so I would, yeah, I would have trained it, but yeah, you can do it that way. How much XP till 120? Yeah, we're 1.6 million XP left. Really close. Oh, and Bear the Greeter, you're 9 million XP away from 120. Getting pretty close. I started this stream off, which was, I guess, 2 hours and 21 minutes ago, at just under 12 million XP to go. So I have gained 10 million XP in just over 2 hours. I guess, yeah, those tomes, like it says, it's around 4 million XP per hour. If you factor in the tomes, probably closer to 5 million, honestly. Because I probably got lucky, honestly. I was getting so many. Haven't gotten any since, which is kind of weird. Ron Zerker, you'll have to try Lava Strike Worms. Yeah, they're a pretty good option. I think the Slayer level that you require is level 94. So maybe a bit of a higher requirement. You have best in slot range gear. Okay, you definitely have 94 Slayer. With the anti-fire dragons. It's funny, one shot. Yeah, I know. Lava Strike Worms, they're a fun task. They're a pretty fun task. You could try out the Wildy Worm too with the new wilderness event. Would you consider starting an old school series? You definitely tune in. Actually, I am considering starting an old school series. Funny enough, I am currently in the process of editing the first video. I don't know if it's going to be a series or not. I do know that I'm going to make a video. It'll be basically, you know, a RuneScape 3 player tries out old school RuneScape. So I logged into my old account. I did play old school a little bit, sort of a mid-level account. And I was just trying it out. So it's actually a pretty long video. So far I'm about half an hour in. Like the video's half an hour long and I'm still editing it. So yeah, I am going to be uploading that I think next weekend. I think that's what I want to target, next Saturday, I think. And so yeah, I am going to consider an old school series. I want to just make a new series in general on my YouTube channel. So it depends on how that video does. I'll see, you know, if people like the video or not. Because I am a RuneScape 3 content creator. And so I am a bit conflicted with making an old school series. But I'm open to it. You know, I can kind of play it passively. Like if I'm AFKing, I can just hop on old school and AFK something. But that's a possibility. There's also the possibility of just making an Iron Man or hardcore Iron Man in RuneScape 3. I'm tempted to do that. And then I might make a series on my main, just trying to get the comp cape. So that's the other series I'm maybe making. Honestly, I'm kind of interested what you guys think I should do. So I'm going to start a poll and just see what you guys would be interested for a series. So let's put that up. I'm probably going to put this poll on my full channel at some point. But let's see what you guys think first. And we have about 1.3 million XP until 120 Necromancy, so getting pretty close. Okay, let's start another ritual. What's the best XP for level 90 using rituals? So it would be doing the powerful ritual. So I think you can actually do the same ritual I'm doing, which is powerful communion. So you could do that. You could do any of the other powerful rituals. It leaves you with 4. I guess it will leave you with 3 other glyphs. So normally you'd have 100% soul attraction. I need to check. Can you boost? Like, what level do you need to be to boost to 107 Necromancy? Can anyone check that for me? Oops, I was spam clicking the file. Yeah, like, I guess you want to get attraction 3 glyphs. That's what you want. So I'll just do a quick check. Extreme Necromancy Potion. So it gives you +3%. So I'll just do a quick calculation for you to figure that out. What's the best ritual for tier 90? So 90. Okay, so you'd actually get 16.5. So at 91, you can boost to 107 Necromancy. So just, I guess, let's just focus on 91, because that's going to be most of the grind. 91, you can boost to 107. You can get attraction 3 glyphs, which is 150% bonus. Yeah, so I think I would do, at level 90, I would do... do speed glyphs, do they give 100% extra soul attraction? Oh, they don't. Yeah, I would do 3 soul attraction, 3 glyphs at level 91. At level 90, I just do soul attraction 2. Yeah, so that's the answer to that. What just happened there? Okay, yeah, double XP spirit. Let's repair all. Okay. Yeah, and so you're saying, Proud Scott, a newcomer's guide to RuneScape would be unique. I've thought about that, like a pretty detailed one. I've even thought about, well, I'm probably going to make another, like a RuneScape 3 versus old school RuneScape video, or, you know, which one should you choose? That could be in, like, a newcomer's guide just to RuneScape in general. That's a choice you have to make, is what game do you want to play? But something for new players to guide them through. Yeah, like RuneScape 3 in general, it's a pretty complicated game starting out, so there's definitely a lot of things you could, a lot of tips you could give to help them guide them through. No endgame content, yeah, just to help them progress through. Like, I guess the main thing, like RuneScape, why it was so enjoyable in the past is people just played the game. They didn't worry about best XP rates or anything, and I kind of like that. I kind of like just play the game for fun, you know. Just if that help, great. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And at what level did I get my Omen pet? I can't tell you the exact level, but it was before level 99. It was actually fairly early. I think it might have been even on day 1 or 2. Like, it was really early. So I got kind of lucky there. Oh yeah, so yeah, level 91 is what you need to boost to 107 so you can get attraction 3. Okay, let's get this to file. Still haven't gotten any moonstones, I don't think. And I am almost 1 million XP away from 120. Is Necro combat only? It's not combat only, Matt. It is a combat skill, but you can also do rituals. So that's what I'm doing now. It's sort of a skilling side of Necromancy. It's actually best. It's how you get the best XP per hour in it. So you can do it. You can do it as a skiller. But yeah, I guess you do get the combat level, so maybe you don't want to do that. Yeah, you got your omen at 112. So yeah, that it takes quite a while sometimes. Oh, you're 99 summoning, 99 prey. Just don't do combat. Okay, yeah. So you could do necro. I mean, there's a way to do it just through skilling, so you wouldn't get like HP or constitution levels. So that's an option as long as you're willing to increase that combat level some more. Okay. So I'm gonna put out a poll just because I'm kind of curious. See if you guys are interested, what kind of series you guys would be interested in. Because I've been thinking about it a lot, starting a new series. I've done a few in the past, like I think my first series was Road to Max. That was back when I was a pretty small content creator. Yeah, let's start this poll. Don't want to miss these distractions at all. Oh, you won't get combat levels till after 99. Yeah, I don't know. You might, but Necro is my last 99 until I get max again. Okay, so the poll is started. Just kind of curious what you guys think of that. That's right, we're at 69 watchers. So the completionist series, it seems to be winning. It'd be a bit of an interesting one. I guess it'd be... I'm not sure how to make it super entertaining because I'm going to be completing a lot of quests, a lot of achievements. I guess just give you guys some information on completionist, on the tasks, on how I completed them, things like that. There wouldn't really be any combat, I don't think. Although there might be some combat-related tasks. I'd be training Dungeoneering to 120. This stream would be in the video because I'm getting 120 Necromancy, which is needed. Just that sort of thing. Endgame content would be awesome, so comp cape. Yeah, I mean, it's more like just completing, I don't know, ports, completing, I don't know, a variety of different things. I guess it would be endgame content. I'd have to look into the specific achievements a bit more. I'm on World 4. Introspect on World 4. And we are 867,000 XP away from 120. So that doesn't take long to get. You're thinking about completionist cape yourself, so I'd love to watch the journey. Yeah, that'd be great. I think a lot of people... I even looked on YouTube because I'm kind of interested myself to learn all about it. And there isn't that many series or information on getting the comp cape. And I'm really struggling with this. There, we got that distraction done. So yeah, RS3 completionist would give people stuff to work towards and what to expect. Yeah, so that's what I was kind of hoping. I do have some of the achievements obtained already, which I think is fine. I mean, like 120 herblore farming, Slayer, things like that. Takes months for the port achievement. Yeah, it will be a slow series for sure. Like, it probably will take me a while to get comp. I mean, I have to complete over like 100 quests too. But it'd be nice to have, you know, a few progression series for that, and then eventually just compile it all into one video. Maybe it's an hour or two long of me just completing it. I think that would be good. It would be pretty nice to have the cape too, honestly. So yeah, it looks like the RS3 completionist series was the most popular by far. Probably just leave the poll up for a bit longer. PVs, I don't think there's PvP stuff for the completionist cape, but there might be. That's yeah, again, I'll have to look into that. I guess if there is, I'd probably just have to use an alt, or a friend just hops on. But yeah, an alt is something anyone can do. They would have to turn their alt into a member, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I guess, yeah, could be some PvP stuff. If anyone knows, let me know. I know there's a really long list that I have to look through. What's the cost per hour of using Powerful Communion? So actually, I'm making a bit of money per hour based on all my calculations. The calculations do depend a bit on, I guess, Grand Exchange prices for things like the ink that I'm using, although I'm not using very much. The reason why you're making money is because you are getting some ectoplasm from the ritual. 15 ectoplasm is really expensive right now. It's 3,600. But also, whenever I complete a defile disturbance, there's a pretty good chance it gives me like 30 ectoplasm, which is like 100k. So I'm actually making a bit of money from this. It's not much, like maybe 1 mil per hour profit or something. By the time I unlock the port thing, we can finish all the other... Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's fine that the port does take time. That's right. Because it's going to take me time to complete all the other achievements. And people keep on saying to me, like, the port achievement is the longest by far. So that kind of gives me, you know, hope, because, you know, maybe all the other grinds aren't that long. Oh, welcome to Gritty Dave. Thank you for the channel membership. I see you got the Dragon channel membership. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the support. So with the channel memberships, there are a few different perks with that. Each tier has some different perks that you can get. With the Dragon, I believe adding on Discord and social media. So yeah, just hit me up on Discord, Dave, and we'll connect. Maybe do some bossing together and stuff. So yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Okay, so for Necromancy, 600k XP away, getting really close. My XP per hour is dropping too, so I'm not as efficient as I was when I started the stream, but it's fine, we're getting there. We are getting there. Ports took you 9 months for the Salty title. Okay, that's a bit scary. That is a bit scary. Yeah, 9 months is a while. I have done some ports, so I'm sure I've done, I don't know, maybe a month or two, but yeah, it definitely could take a lot longer to complete it. Even if the completionist series is quite long, I think that's fine. Like if it takes a year to do it, like, yeah, that's fine. It's sort of like an ongoing sort of passive series. Yeah, so you must be comp 2, Dave, then, are you? Just have the comp. You might even be max XP even. How do you do defile attraction every time I try this purple smoke, it resets it. So for the defile, what you need to do is you need to click whenever the smoke pops up, but there is a bug with it. So sometimes the smoke won't pop up and you're still supposed to click. So if you have the audio on, there's a distinct sound when the smoke pops up, so that's how you can know when to click. Otherwise, a safer way to do that is just click basically every time you get some progress on the defile. But yeah, as soon as the smoke appears, you gotta click it to remove it. Yeah. Is the ports thing for regular or trimmed? I think just regular. Yeah, we're getting pretty close on 120 KJ. Under 500k XP. Like, it's gonna happen in like 10 minutes, maybe? Something like that. Oh, I'm getting kind of excited. Go get that cape right after we get 120. I'm kind of tempted to train Necromancy a bit more, too. I mean, I guess I'll get XP through combat and whatnot, so... When you're not comped yet, but pretty close, maybe this year. Yeah, it's a pretty big achievement to get, I think. Imagine old school's new sailing skill is just ports. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. I'm kind of interested to try that, actually. Old school's first new skill. Oh, so you think it is for trimmed? I'm not sure. I really don't know about the comp cape too much. But yeah, it could be for trimmed. I'm wondering, there is a cape that you need like 120 all skills. Like it's like the master max cape maybe. And so yeah, so that's another one that I might end up going for. I'm not sure. But completion is first. That's going to take a while. And Blue Moon, you stop doing ports after getting all the superior armor and weapon sets. Okay, yeah, I think the achievement that you need with ports is like the stories, like getting to the different islands or something. I really never really paid that much attention to ports. I just send off my ships. Hope I'm making progress. But yeah, that's something to do, sort of organize everything. Let's just end the poll, but that is really good. We got the Wanderer, not a great ritual disturbance. And Kiev, that's the regular achievement. Wiki walking the reef is an achievement that requires the player find the 4 parts of the Reef Walker's Cape. Okay, so there's probably a bit of RNG to that, it sounds. Sounds like it's that way. Yeah, I'm not sure how difficult ports are gonna be. Oh, 300k away. I am so close. There. Right. Yeah, ports isn't really that fun, so I don't blame you for not trying it. I'm not sure why I tried it. I guess I thought it was like pretty good money at one point. But yeah, I've stopped for years. I just think the cape looks so good, like... Oh. I'll rock this 120 Necromancy cape for a while. There's another defile. I'm probably gonna like not even realize I get it because the XP is going so fast. I gotta try and keep track a bit more. Like, that's 40k XP. I'm now 231k left. If you had to estimate total wealth, where do you sit? Where would you like to be at 2024? I think my total wealth is like 14 bill. At the end of 2024, I want to get like max gear sets. Like I want to get like FSOA, Crypt Bloom, things like that. I don't know. I don't want to be too ambitious, so maybe let's just say 20 bill. I'll probably spend some money on some skills too. It'd be nice to make a few bill during the year. I have noticed that like prices for things have seemed to not, like they used to skyrocket for all this equipment, starting to reach, you know, 2-3 bill for best in-slot equipment, but it's a lot lower now. And I think the Grand Exchange tax was like a huge improvement to just inflation in RuneScape. Sort of thinking about that. New 2 ports for superior vampirism. Yeah, I think that was what I was thinking about back in the day for money. It just takes time to get into ports, honestly. After a certain point in time, it just becomes, yeah, sunken cost fallacy. Yeah, you just finish it. I kind of agree. It also just becomes maybe a habit too. I am 161 K XP away. Yeah, and Bradman, that is the XP counter from RuneMetrics. Oh, no, not from RuneMetrics, sorry. It's from Alt1 Toolkit. So you can download it for free, so you don't need to pay the, you know, stupid price that Jagex charges for RuneMetrics. 128k XP away. We are getting so close. 91 fishing, best XP per hour. You don't care about profit? I think it is... Well, frenzy fishing is the best XP per hour, but I'm not sure if you can do that at 91. I would just check the wiki, but yeah, I'm not sure if anyone else knows. Kiev, I'm glad, because now I can afford decent gear. Yeah, that's the thing. And I kind of like obtaining gear myself. It's a bit weird, but like for my Raziel gear, I only bought like the like hand wraps and boots, which were like the cheapest ones. And like I still haven't bought the body. I have the money to buy it, but I want to get it myself. I don't know. That's why I think I would enjoy an Iron Man. 100% a habit. Got the title early. 22 and still visit your port on the daily. Yeah, definitely. You just keep on doing it. I did just get, I upgraded my Fort 4 and 3, I think, command center, just so I can manage the port from there. Although sometimes you have to go in, and if it's like a special voyage or something, a bit annoying, but that should help me, you know, make it become a bit more of a habit. Would I recommend a new character to do combat or focus on skilling? Your 1400 total skill. I would just continue doing this the account you have. Oops. This click. Unless your 1400 total skill account is a skiller, I would just, you know, keep on continuing, try to max. Ooh, and showing off his wealth, 64 bill. Quite a bit of wealth. I am 23k away. Like, this is it. This is the last ritual. This is 120 right here. I just need one good disturbance, and I get 120 necromancy. I gotta... Let's just put in the quick chat. My necromancy level is 119. 120 necromancy. Completed. Let's just put it in the chat. Necromancy 120. That is awesome. Level 152 combat. Thank you guys so much. Congrats in the chat. Oh, that is so awesome. Man, Necromancy, I guess, is like 6 months old. Got it to 120. I guess it's not that impressive, but thank you guys so much. Oh, that is so awesome. 120 Necromancy. Got the little dragon symbol next to it now. Let's go get that skill cape. Let's go get it. I guess I'll, you know, I'm gonna get the XP for this ritual first. Then we'll go get it. Don't want to waste. 200 mil win. 200 mil win. Good question. I don't know. I think I won't grind it out like rituals or anything, but I think I will get it through maybe just combat, just bossing, some more Raziel, get into Zamrock, things like that. I guess I'm gonna fail that Defile. That sucks. Don't need XP anymore. I got it anyway. I like climbing up the ranks too, but win 200 mil. Yeah, I don't know. I was never someone to go for 200 mil. Like even for invention, I stopped at like 100 mil. Just because I didn't think there was any point, but now I started training it up again. May as well go for 200 mil. Maybe I want to get max XP someday, you know? Jeez, thank you guys so much. Those grats, that is so awesome. Alright, we're gonna complete this ritual and go get the pet. Or go get the cape, sorry. Okay, almost done. I don't know, I'm just addicted to getting XP. That's why I'm not stopping this ritual. I don't know. Like, honestly, I could probably get... I could get so much XP for the rest of double XP. This 4 mil XP per hour. And I think I got like 99 Necro in the first week the skill was out. So, yeah, I definitely took a bit of a break training it. Great. So that is the end of the ritual. Let's go buy this cape. So I am just going to run there rather than teleport. Cape time. I will have to turn my cosmetic override off. Go. And I'm probably definitely going to keepsake this because I think the Necro Cape looks so good. I've seen some really nice setups too. Like I'm going to have to change my gear that I have. I had like Hero Pass gear, honestly. So I buy the cape. Is it down? No, it's over here, if I remember. Alright. So now there's a new guy there. I bought the first one from this guy. Let's go buy this beautiful cape. Oh, look at this cape. Oh, the particles look so good. Thank you, KJ, being here. I'm gonna buy. Can I buy a second one? Yeah. Yes. That looks so good. Let's use the keepsake key on it. I kind of forget how to do that. How do I do that? Might have to figure that out later. Yeah, that's fine. We'll add it later. I'll add a whole new cosmetic override. Oh, it looks so good. Well, the goal of the stream is complete, but I kind of want to, you know, test out 120 Necromancy now. Do some combat. I have to go bank and drag it. Okay, let's just run to the Necro Bank. Man, KJ, your cape looks sick. Maybe I'll try and get that cape one day. Jeez. Master Completionist cape. Focus on Completionist first. So I drag it into keepsake. Okay. I did this before. Okay, let me get rid of this. Alright, keepsake box. That is right. Go. And let's apply that. There we go. Now we always have the 120 Necro Cape on. I'll keep that on for a while till it gets a bit old, but Yeah, that's gonna be my cape from now on for a while. Alright, so I guess now that 120 Necro is done, I am going to do some bossing. I guess the idea is I want to train up Dungeoneering for the comp cape eventually. And so, go try out some bosses. I'm kind of thinking I want to try out ED1. So I haven't actually learned ED1 very well solo, but I want to try it. I feel like there might be a death involved, so I'm gonna bring a pack yak just because I'm kind of newbie, I guess. Right. Yeah, start the fun Dungeoneering grind. That is the next goal. Okay. Yes, what are you guys saying? So yeah, Fury Owl, Invention is a skill you want to try. Invention is a super fun skill, honestly. It adds a lot to the game. I mean, it kind of just, you train it through combat, but it's a pretty good skill. Could do some Raziel. You know, first kill, let's... I could kill Raziel. Let's go... reattune. Let's see. Okay, Temple of Amishi. Let's go try this out. So I don't have much experience. See what's in my chest, actually. Okay, it's empty. Let's hop in. Discard the progress. Yes. Normal mode. Okay. My Necromancy action bar all set up. Man, I got so much XP, this double XP, it's crazy. It's great. Oh, yeah, now I have to learn ED1. Anyone know the XP rates for Dungeoneering, for Elite Dungeons? I have to learn the best way of doing it. Honestly, probably should do some group runs to learn how to do this. What am I even doing? I don't even have any conjures up or anything. So yeah, let's see. The chat. Colton, you're here struggling getting a few 99s, and you're talking 200 mil. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get, you know, 200 mil, at least anytime soon, but it would be fun. Oh, I love that so much. Such a good ability. Honestly, I have to kill all these, don't I? Oh, this is not good. Sure. Okay. I have 20 seconds to wait. It's fine. I'm taking some ranged hits. Over here to these guys. Spectral Scythe them. Okay, that works too. I don't really need Threads of Fate, do I? Oh, it's pretty nice. Threads of Fate is amazing ability. What? Did I not use it? I used it late. Boom. That's too bad. Kind of messed that part up. Yeah, KJ, if you want to do some PVM later, that'd be great. Some Zami, do some dungeons, show me how to do it. I guess I gotta kill these guys too. Yeah, so let's see. Elite dungeons are super slow XP. floors are the best. I really want to avoid actually doing dungeoneering. Like, I really don't want to do it, but yeah, you guys are probably right. I'm gonna have to do it eventually. It is, it's probably pretty fast, honestly. I think there's ways to get 1 mil XP per hour doing like Daemonheim dungeoneering, right? Regular floors are 4 mil per hour in regular dungeoneering. You're good. Well, it might be something to learn, I guess. It might be. Not looking forward to it, but dungeoneering is the only skill-based non-combat skill. Just treat it like a PVM experience. That's true. Well, you can't even use Necro in there. Yeah, I'll just have to get good at it. That's really it. It'll be a grind. And I do have the 39 million bonus XP, so that will definitely help. Okay. You can run by these, right? I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, no way I'm killing all of these. Okay, well, I'm kind of happy that this part's going well. I mean, honestly, I don't even know the best way to run through this dungeon. Okay, let's get these guys. Yeah, I have 39 million bonus XP in dungeoneering. I've put it on dungeoneering for years. That is years of free keys, just so you know. That is how much I hate the skill. Okay, there we go. Let's just head in. It's done. Great. Let's do this. Okay, I guess protect ranged. Am I on the right side? I don't think I am I? He's died. These stupid guys. I should have probably killed them, huh? Alright, this is not optimal whatsoever. This is just bad. I do know this mechanic. Such an easy boss, too. Ouch! Okay, I stand on this side first. Goodness, this is just... Oh, you're supposed to teleport out first. That's what I remember now. That's right. It's fine. We'll get the kill. Right? No, we won't. I'm gonna teleport out. That was sad. We'll retry. You would just buy floors? I don't have that kind of money, KJ, to buy my dungeoneering floors. But I guess Elite Dungeons is not it. I'll just have to somehow try to enjoy dungeoneering at some point. All you guys are saying you like love dungeoneering. Maybe, you know, maybe I will find a way to really enjoy it. See? Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you, Bryce. It's kind of painful for me. I'm kind of embarrassed with how bad that first kill attempt went. Let's do much better. Let's see. Let's just use vampirism. Okay. Let's try again. Oh, that I messed that up badly. Yeah, that sucks. Anyway, this kill's going better. I learned the mechanics again. I think I can stand over here, actually. Right. Almost got the kill. Okay. Well, this is going better than last time. That's all I need, is just like one practice run, right? Go. The DPS isn't that good right now, though. You know, maybe after this elite dungeon run, I go try a, oh, I got a fishy treat. That's on the log. Doubled it, too. That's probably kind of lucky, isn't it? 2 fishy treats, which allows me to skip the boss, I think. Good stuff. Okay, this is the part where I really am confused on what I need to do and what I need to kill. So you got 20 mil XP at 0 prestige, Keeve? That's ridiculous for dungeoneering. Holy. Yeah, you must enjoy this skill. Set yourself goals. E.g. beat your last time, learning puzzles, etc. flies by. How quick it is? Well, that's really good to know, because I was not looking forward to it, but it sounds like you guys are saying it's a pretty quick grind, and if it's 4 mil XP per hour, I mean, I have a bunch of bonus XP. I could do it on double XP, which should be like over 10 mil per hour if I'm good at it, is what you guys are saying. So that would be kind of great. Alright, I kind of remember where to go, I think. Maybe. Yeah, just gonna kill this guy, I think. The key is finding friends to do it with you. Sucks with randoms. Yeah, if any of you guys are interested in showing me dungeoneering, hit me up, join the Discord, message me on Discord, please. That'd be great. That would be so great. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah, I go up here. Okay, I do actually know what I'm doing a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Oh, I should... I wanted to track my dungeoneering. I don't think I can I? Yeah, you can pin things. Wanted to see how much Elite Dungeons gave me. See if it's at least an option, but maybe it isn't. There's a lot of guys here. Don't quote you on the 4 mil. I have heard it's pretty fast. Yeah, maybe not 4 mil, but at least over 1 mil. Which is a pretty big difference, but... Okay, let's go use Spectral Scythe again. Such a good ability. Okay. So yeah, let's see... Oh yeah, now that keys are auto-picked up, it's a lot easier. That's good. What do I need to kill? Just these guys? And these guys are tough, aren't they? Let's just kill them, you know? Let's just kill them. Oh... Love that. Okay. Here. thinking I teleport out again after this spot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's right. I remember. I teleport. I think. Let's teleport. Teleport, please. Teleport. There we go. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. So, don't quote you on the 4 mil. I know it would only be 4 mil if you're super good. Yeah. I'm not super good, so it'll probably be lower. You haven't done it in years at this point, and suck at EOC, so it'll probably be slow. Don't forget you can also buy Dungeoneering XP with dung tokens. I can do that. I thought of that, but if I bought XP with the Dungeoneering tokens, it's like 1 XP per token, right? So it takes a long time to get 1,000,000 tokens. And, I mean, it is 1,000,000 XP, but could do it. Yeah, it's better to buy floor skips. Okay, skip 1 to 29, then reset immediately and start the higher floors. I wonder how much prestige I have and everything. Oh, I haven't done Dungeoneering in so long. Okay, let's continue this. Oh, that's right. I wanna track the XP. Really bad. I need the token for the potion recipe. Oh yeah, let me check this chest. Like, why is it 8 mil? How much are these worth? 3 mil, wow. It's a good job. Alright, Masuda. Masuda was always worst. So, let's try it. Let's try it. I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh my god, he hits melee, that's right. It's a pain, isn't he? It's a real pain. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll try again. We'll try again. Let's forget about that attempt. Let's just forget about it. Right. Figure out Masuda. Gold accumulator is really good too. Oh yeah, that's true. That is a pretty good reward. Demon Slayer task from Slayer monsters. Grind Hellhound ED4 mini boss for dung tokens. Could do that, yeah. Did that on my Fresh Start World account. Devotion maybe. Devotion would be good, yeah. Okay, we'll retry. Be fine. I know to protect melee now. And overload and darkness. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna be dumb. We're gonna devotion this. Okay. And then we're gonna run. Now, why am I not dealing like any damage? Okay. Oh, what do I do now? Why don't I remember? Oh, I guess I run away from that. It looks dangerous. No, I know he's a magic phase. I just don't really know when. Okay, this is fine. We're still alive, and he has a lot less health than he did before. And oh my god, he hits really hard though. Do I have devotion? Is it ready? Was. I guess just devotion that. That's easy enough. Right? That's just it. I just need 2 kills every time. This must be his magic phase, which you have to do this stupid water killing thing. Something dangerous about this, though, that I don't remember. Where is the next water? Here it is. Okay. Here's one down there. Yeah, okay, Masuda's not that hard, just gotta learn it. Okay. The fast way of getting from 112 to 120 Necro. Halloween, so I suggest rituals. That's the fastest way. I did a lot of AFKing. I AFK'd Abyssal Beasts for a long time. Actually made a fair bit of money from it too, which was nice. But on double XP, I'd be doing the rituals. It's just so worth it. Am I doing something wrong? Like, when did these water guys stop? Probably now. Oh, he does range now? Oh my god, that hit hard. What do I pray? Pray ranged, I guess. Stay at full health so he doesn't KO me. Okay, I think I did something good there. Okay, and let's... Okay, yeah, so I need to definitely switch to pray mage when he jumps. That's good to know. Yeah, he doesn't do any damage if I do that. Okay, we're learning. Oh, I missed that one. Yeah, that's fine. We killed him. We killed him. He's dead. Let's move on. Onyx Dust. Personal best because it's my first solo. Yeah. Should we do now? Yeah, so I could be wrong, but I think what should be training now? I suggest Bibles on double XP. I made a double XP guide I think a week ago or so. So I'd suggest checking that out. But Bibles are the best. Summoning, I think, is the absolute best to train on double XP. And why do those things hit so hard? So annoying. That's... yeah. Okay. Still, we just still need to learn this some more. So yeah, I guess, yeah, summoning or herblore, great options. Double XP. Your lowest in, what's your goal, depending on if you need unlocks. Yeah, I mean, you can train mining and other gathering skills, that's fine too, on double XP. Archaeology is okay to train. Basically, all you do is get your relics twice as fast. So you can stack up on those. For me, Noxy, the mementos I used were the powerful ones. Just because I actually bought a ton of the spirit momentums, which I'll now sell. Yeah, I was using the powerful at the end. I definitely did something wrong there in Elite Dungeon 1. But yeah, I was using powerful, but you can also use, I think it's called Spirit, with the second worst one. Halloween, you were wanting to do some combat because you're only 23 mil away from 120 HP. That's awesome. That was fair. Yeah, if you want to do... Oh my god. What are these things? I need to watch a guide. I think. Why are they so painful? I would just go kill them. Screw it. Just go kill them. They're pretty weak. Oh my god, they hit so hard. Why am I stunned? Am I gonna die again? Yeah, probably. Just kill every one of them. I hate these stupid things. They're the worst. Oh my god. I guess I didn't need to kill them all, but... Wow. Reflect. So I just need to devotion reflect those, I guess. Alright. Well. Do that next time. The Necromancy cape can only hold one alteration. Rune HQ. You cannot train summoning without charms. Just need to kill 3 in the middle floor. That's good to know. Thank you, killer. Okay, so let's finish this off. I should have remembered. I guess I have the VOD, but yeah, I'd like to see the Dungeoneering XP. Probably like nothing. Yeah, so I should use. Okay, let's start this. I haven't done this boss in like forever too, but I misclicked. Okay, that is fine. This is fine. Fine. Ranged is nice to have the long distance. Okay. This is gonna be great. I always thought you were supposed to run towards that, but you're not. I don't know. Let's just do that, and honestly, maybe I'll go into my damage rotation. Oh, ouchie. Oh my god. Okay, I died again. I died every boss the first time. Jeez. This is brutal. I just want to finish this. I was doing so well. Watching abilities. Are clans active in this game like old school? Yeah, they are. You gotta find the right one. Oh, someone got the Suryu pet. That's awesome. Yeah, so there are quite a few clans that are active. Let's hop back in. Be wrong with the skilling outfit pieces with your double XP tokens. Yeah, that's a good option with the double XP tokens, is to get the skilling outfit. Definitely a good option. So yeah, I'm probably gonna I gotta just finish this boss kill. And then I guess I have to look into dungeoneering to work towards completionist. Okay, let's not die this time. That doesn't do much, does it? Yeah, well, I dodged it. Okay, let's run away from that. I'm gonna try and really focus on not dying this time. Okay, I'm gonna do DPS rotation. Problem is these hands that spawn right there. Gotta really watch out for that. Oh, shoot. Where do I climb? Jump right here. Jump. Some people can do this in one rotation. I will definitely not on my first try, but we'll try to deal some damage. Yeah. Gotta deal more damage than that. It'd be nice to do it in two rotations. That would be good. I'd be happy with that. I guess you can use your Invoke Death, maybe. Been prepared for that. We'll just kill this one. Eventually. Okay. Come on, more DPS. Let's get ready for the, Oh, do I have to jump down at all? I get sent down, right? I did something wrong. I definitely did something wrong, didn't I? I was supposed to do something with these blobs, huh? Maybe. I have no idea. Okay. Well, we got one crystal. That's fine. Split soul damage. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I never use things like that. Okay. Well, I just need to stay alive. I don't really care how long it takes. First kill. I'll go for a speed kill later. Okay. I used to be pretty good at this boss, I thought. I mean, I understood it. Mechanics are fairly straightforward. We're always supposed to devotion that, but now with Necromancy's insane ghost healing, don't really need to do things like that anymore. Well, let's run over here maybe. Oh my, shouldn't have done that maybe. Alright, wasting some DPS here. Ouchie. Okay, I didn't get hit. Oh my god, they're there now. I'm panicking a little bit. Oh shoot, okay. Is he down? He's down. Let's go to this side. Okay, that's right. I'm gonna use Split Soul. We're gonna just finish it right here because I'm feeling like I can do a lot of damage. Do a lot of damage. Come on. This is not a lot of damage, is it? Okay, we might get it. Might. Oh, come on. There we go, we got it. 5-minute kill, probably really bad. But I get 11 ancient scales, that's pretty good. Oh, and there we go. That's how I'll train dungeoneering, right there. I'll complete my daily challenge. Let's see what I get. 4 XP. Could extend them too, honestly. 44,000. That's gonna take a lot of days to 120. There. Yeah, first try. That's right. That was first try. We don't talk about the actual first try. And a 21 mil run. That's great. That's great. For 1 mil per. That's awesome. Okay, well, yeah, that's not the method for dungeoneering, but it was a fun try. So, thank you guys for watching through that atrocious attempt, really. But yeah, we have the cape. We have 120 necro. I think I'm probably gonna end the stream here, but thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of my 120 necromancy. It's been awesome. I'm gonna be doing some more streams. I have some other ideas planned, and I'm gonna be doing that completionist series. So definitely stay tuned for that. The stream will be a part of that. I'll edit that in there. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.